And here we are. Hey, everybody, it's Friday, and welcome to London Calling number 46. Oh my Lord, where are we going? Now, I'm going to keep this short and sweet tonight because I'll tell you what, folks, I've got an absolute bundle of people coming in. So many people, I've made a miscalculation of how many people are actually going to be in tonight. And I thought, I didn't actually know that there was a limit to how many people that you can have on a live stream. But I've hit that limit tonight. Oh! So anyway, there'll be a couple of people swapping in and out. And that's completely my fault. But hey, it won't happen again, I promise. So, what am I being up to? What a week, eh? Do you know what? I actually had today off. I went out today. I went down to the pub. Not that I drink, of course, but I had myself a nice meal down the pub tonight. And, oh, it was so nice. I had a turkey roast, folks. My first kind of festive, Christmassy kind of meal. Oh, I've got to be honest, it was lovely. It really was. So let me know how you lot are. Because honestly, folks, I've got literally 10 people chomping at the bit to come out. I can't wait to get everyone on. What a week. What a week it's been. There's been loads of Lego news, all the 21 sets that are appearing, and we've got the new modular set coming out. And don't forget, folks, I've got a competition. This time next week, I'll be doing the giveaway. The £50 for first place, £30 for second place, and £20 for third place. And that is, of course, my 1,000 subscriber giveaway. So please do enter that. And all the details are down in the description below if you need it, as well as everybody who's going to be on tonight, all their details as well. We're going to have quite a few on tonight, and it's a truly international one. It really is. So first of all, of course, I'm going to say hello to everybody in the chat. There's loads of you out there already, which is great to see. I've got to be honest. A&A Hobbies, hello mate, all the way from Canada. Good to see you here. Juan Gabriel, Just Build It. Good to see you here as well, mate. We've got the Vintage Brick. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you as well. Loving your stuff. We've got Lando's out there as well. Good to see you, Lando. We've got SaraStarBricks. She'll be in just a tick, folks. And we've got the wonderful, awesome Cafe Corner. Cafe Corner, how you do? You're flying at the moment in the world of YouTubing, Lego YouTubers. Loving all your stuff as well. Loving your TikToks as well. They're really good fun, they are. So do check her out, folks. It's excellent stuff. Then we've got the Legion in as well. 117 Legion. Good to see you as well, my mate. But anyway, I'd be so interested to know what people think about all the new Lego Disney stuff coming out as well. You know, Obi-Wan Kenobi with Hayden Christensen. Oh, what's that mean? I'll tell you what that means. That means we're going to have some Darth Vader action, folks, which is going to be super exciting. It really is. Hey, Red Carnage, how you doing, mate? Great to have you here. So anyway, as always, folks, let's start getting some beeps in, shall we? First of all, I'd normally say we're going to Ireland, but I made a bit of a mishap there. I'm sorry if you're out there listening. I'm so sorry. But anyway, we'll be swapping in and out with a few people tonight. I've never done that before, but hey, I'm so sorry about that. But anyway, folks, it's going to be quite an interesting evening of people from all over the world. So where should we go first? Including first, folks, we've got 2 newbies on tonight. 2 newbies, not 1, but 2. And I tell you what, folks, these are awesome people. And I tell you what, like I always say, folks, right? It's not about me. It's about you guys out there, and it's about the panel tonight. That's what London Calling is all about. It really is. Everybody who's going to be on tonight, I swear to you, all their details are down in the description below. So please do check them out because they're top bods, top notch Lego YouTubes. They really are. Anyway, where am I going to go first then? Who's looking the most kind of stressed? I'll tell you where I'm going to go to first. I'm going to go to the guy at the moment that's got the craziest arms in all of Ireland. He's a good mate of mine. God knows how he's got it, but he's obviously tagging with Tek. Thank you, Tek. You are such a gentleman. You really are. And I'm going to bring him in as well, folks. He's very nearly never here. So anyway, let's bring him in before my brain explodes with excitement. Anyway, let's bring him in. He is the man who can. He's just a good guy, folks. Honestly, check his channel out. He's flying at the moment with YouTube subs as well, and deservedly so. He is, of course, my good friend, Si O'Connor.
It's very nice to be here.
Si, I clearly can't count. I tell you what I did. I had 2 lists. I had ones that were coming on, a couple of people that were maybes, and somewhere between the maybes and the definitely ones coming on, and then the last second ones, it all went. It was a nightmare. And then so everyone's in, but this is the story, folks. Everyone's in behind, before everybody comes on, and I said to him, where's Si? It's just strange. He's normally like one of the first ones in. And then Tek says, I don't know. And then I counted, and there was 10 people. Oh, look at that jumper. Let's take a look at that, eh? Oh, let's have another shot of that one, Si. Look at that. Fantastic. Look at that. He's got big eyeballs, isn't he?
Yeah. His eyeballs are on my man boobs.
And that's probably why it looks a little bit cross-eyed, folks. But we won't go into that too much tonight. But yeah, and then I said to Tek, I said, how many people can you have on the stream? He went 10. And I was like, oh no, I can't believe it. I pay for this service. It maxes out at 10. And I never heard of Zoom calls. Come on.
I tried to get in and I saw a studio full, and I said to myself, well, Greg didn't pay his StreamYard bill.
I did, but StreamYard needs to up the ante. So anyway, where would you like to go next? We've got New Zealand, we've got America, we've got Denmark, we've got the Netherlands. The only thing we haven't got is the moon. That's all we haven't got, folks, honestly. Where do you want to go?
New Zealand.
Oh, New Zealand. Well, that's easy. There's only one down there, I think. Or at least I think there's Vintage Brick. And this bloke, honestly, folks, he's really cool. He's a good guy. He does some of the best reviews that are out there on YouTube. He really does. He's got a competition going at the moment, at least only to people that are in New Zealand. So there's about 4 people in the whole of the world can actually join this competition. But good luck to the 4 of you anyway. He's a good man. He's a top guy, and I highly recommend him. He's, of course, the wonderful BrickScene.
How are you guys?
What's good, man? How are you?
Yeah, all right. You've been up all night, so digging that hole down to New Zealand so that you can join my competition.
Are you sure Ireland isn't part of New Zealand? Because,
well, not the last time I checked, but look, hey, happy to try. If I won, right, I'd probably be able to pay for the postage and the insurance, and I'd still get a bargain. Oh, I know, and do you know what? I actually thought about doing that, but I just thought it's just going to get too hard to police.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So
people, we can talk about your competition a little bit later, BrickScene.
Yeah.
Not that anyone can enter it, mine, but
no, fair enough.
I'll be interested to know what it's all about anyway, mate. You know what it's like. And if there's anyone who's just jumped in, anyone out there watching this, please, by all means, do us a favour. Give us a big thumbs up, will you? Because it all counts. It really does, folks. It all counts. So, Richard, my good friend Richard, I'm loving all the sun coming in as well.
I know. I can't stop it today. It'll go away in a minute. That's a reflection. So.
Oh, good stuff, mate. Well, anyway, I'm loving it. I really am. It's nice to see some sun because it's pitch black over here. So, where would you like to go next, Richard? We've got America. We've got the UK, of course. We've got Denmark. We've got the Netherlands. And, we've got America. We've got loads of Americans in, folks. They're everywhere today. They really are.
Let's go to the US so that we're going around and.
We're going to go to the US. Okay. I'll tell you where we're going to go in the US then. We are going to go to a guy who I have been watching for quite some time, folks. Yeah, I really have. This guy is anything but shy. But it's time for him to come on. It is, of course, shy time is my time.
Sorry.
Just as he's making the protein shake.
My coffee. How's it going, guys? How's everyone doing?
Yeah,
I'm good, man. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I have the day off. I'm happy.
Good stuff. I'm liking it. I'm liking that. I'm liking the tank.
Oh yeah,
I'm liking the tripod there. That looks a bit like my Amazon one. I like that. And,
yeah, pretty much.
And I'm liking the mic as well. I've got the same mic as you, but you got everything the same as me. What's going on?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm trying to follow your lead. That's all.
I'm quite the opposite, my friend. If it's anything, I'm copying you. I really am. You are the leader in the world of Lego Brickmania. You really are, my friend. And you are looking rather good. I'm liking the guns. I'm liking the tattoos. I'm liking the. I love everything. I really do, folks. Honestly, check his channel out. It's the nuts. Si O'Connor is here. We got Ireland. We've got the UK, of course, folks. That's me. We got Ireland. We've got New Zealand and Shy Time. So Shy Time. I've got I'd rush through this bit.
Okay.
Where would you like to go next? We'd like to go mainland Europe. We won't talk about a no-deal scenario tonight, folks. And or would you like to stay in America?
Well, let's stay in America for like a second.
I tell you, Americans, they love sticking in America. They really do. All right, we'll go. Where should we go in America then? We've only got one other American I can pick. It's one of the newbies. Now, I tell you what, folks. Let me describe it like this. This young lady who's coming on the scene. I tell you what, folks. She's awesome, and I don't use the word awesome very much because I think it's overused, personally speaking. But anyway, she really is. So, what do you get, right? If you get a hint of Scooby-Doo, right? A smudge of Star Wars, right? And a massive hint of IKEA. I'll tell you what you get. You get Emmasauras, and this is her now. Welcome, Emma.
You nailed it. That's me. Hey guys.
How are you?
Hey, I'm so excited to be here. This is awesome.
Look at this. I have been watching so many of your videos at the moment because
thank you.
I need to go to IKEA and buy loads of stuff, and you are literally in the same vein as me at the moment. So
these things are great. I totally recommend it. I've been working on my display like a lot, and yeah, these IKEA shelves are amazing. So definitely pick some up if you can. They're pretty cool.
I've got to be honest, folks. You might think going to IKEA is a bit laborious, albeit they do nice meatballs there in their restaurant. But anyway, that's another story. What I will say though is, Emily, aka Emmasauras, right? She makes it so much more interesting. I love the vlogs. I'm well into vlogs. I really am. And Shy Time does some amazing vlogs. He really does. So, Emily. I've been told I've got to get through this very quick. I don't want people waiting 25 minutes. I've got to go through it. Where would you like to go next, Emily? You can't stay in America now because I don't think we've got any American left. At least we have got an American left, but she's in Europe, which is good for Europe. So where would you like to go next? You've got Blighty, you've got the United Kingdom, land of hope and glory, or you've got mainland Europe. Where would you like to go?
Europe. Let's do that.
Go to Europe. I tell you, where happened to the American and United Kingdom special relationship, eh? Don't know. Anyway, here we go. Let's go to Europe then. I tell you what we're going to do. I'm going to go to a lady who, for me, Emily, for me personally, and a lot of people out there, this woman has got the voice of an angel. Like I describe it as champagne on my ears. I really do. And she's just awesome. She's been around for ages. She's got a new camera angle, folks. It's very different. We're not seeing it from the coffee table angle anymore. No, coffee table's gone. The new angle is, you just see what she's doing. You see her as well. And, of course, you see her other half. She is, of course, the awesome SaraStarBricks.
Hey, guys. Now I feel shy. Thank you for the compliments. And hello, everyone in the chat.
Look at that. I'm loving the Christmas tree. I'm loving the fact we've got Paris as well. I'm liking that. I'm glad that was, because for a second there I thought there was a snake on your desk. And and I'm loving the fact that Mr. StarBricks is just chilled out like he always is.
Yeah. So he's relaxed. I'm relaxed. We're gonna build the pet shop tonight, I think.
Blimey, the stream's not that long. I'm only doing about a 3-hour stream.
Well, we can start on it. We can make a good start.
I'm only kidding. I tell you what, folks, that looks amazing. And what one is that again? Sorry, Sarah?
It's the pet shop. So it's like a townhouse building and a pet shop. It's the oldest modular building that we have.
Oh, I need to get that.
Yeah.
Very cool.
and just asking the panel, how many times do you see a Lego set that you haven't got and you sort of think to yourself, yep, I need to get that?
Every time.
It's ridiculous. It's like a curse. It really is. So anyway, the lovely SaraStarBricks. Okay, where would you like to go next, Sarah? We've got Denmark, or of course we've got the United Kingdom. And we have got an Aussie in the UK, if that counts for anything, Richard. So Sarah, where would you like to go next?
Let's go to the UK.
The UK, yay! Love a bit of UK. Okay, where can we go next? I'll tell you where we'll go next. We will go to a guy who is the man with a van. He's, of course, the one, the only solo brick builder. and I'll bring him in just a sec. There we go.
Hello.
Hi, Darren.
Hey, Solo.
How you doing, Darren?
Yeah, pumped up. I'm ready to go. Yeah.
Good stuff. Look at that. That's what you get. You drink too much Pepsi Max, folks. Drives you a bit nuts.
Yeah, that ship has sailed years ago.
Good stuff, mate. I'm liking that. Look at that mic. Look at that. There's a man that's just gone out and bought some money, spent some money on his YouTube channel. Look at that.
No, this is my old mic. This is the mic I've been using for a while. I've actually got a new mic over there in the box.
Oh, have you?
All nice, shiny new stuff coming soon. Hi.
I miss the days when you used to have your headset. I used to like the headset.
Yeah, I miss the headset as well, to be fair.
Yeah, honestly, it was like having someone on the channel streaming with you, folks, that was also playing like a Microsoft simulator or something like that. It was funny. I used to love it. Honestly, I love it. So, where would you like to go, Solo? Would you like to go? We've got Europe or we've got UK. Where would you like to go?
I think we should pop over to Europe. You know, keep it happy.
All right, good man. Well, anyway, folks, I can only describe this person as well. Basically, like I always describe him, really, folks. He's basically Thor. He's got Molyneux. He looks like Thor. He's got a beard like Thor, and he builds like Thor. He is, of course, the awesome man with the beard and the brilliant. And he's recently bought the Millennium Falcon. Oh my God! Can you imagine that? He is, of course, the wonderful wood shop teacher.
Hey, everybody.
Look at here he is. Good to see you, dude.
Yeah.
How you getting on with that Millennium Falcon? Have you started it yet?
I have been trying to arrange all the bags numerical, and then I put it away again.
It's a challenge in itself.
It's a giant set, isn't it? It's a massive set. I think even Solo's even thinking of getting it now, aren't you, Solo?
Yeah, big time. I was down at the Lego store a couple of days ago, and I can't make up my mind for a Star Destroyer Millennium Falcon.
Get the Falcon.
Falcon for sure.
Totally worth it.
So worth it.
Falcon. Get the Falcon.
Yeah.
Well, you try to get Slave Monarchy can at the moment, folks. Can't get them for love nor money. Anyone who think they're popular for some reason or other. Spoilers. Anyway, where are we going to go next then? Woodshop teacher. We have got, well, basically, United Kingdom. We've got a newbie in, but we'll bring him in at the end, folks. We'll bring him in at the end. So next, we're going to go all the way over
Well, Sai and I can do age and beauty. Then maybe we should bring in one of the younglings.
I think we will.
Do we have one with a cap on backwards?
Oh, I'd love to bring him on, but he's currently swapped at the moment. Tek's
swap.
He'll be with us a little bit later, folks. He'll be with us a little bit later. So I'll tell you where we're going to go next. Then we'll bring the newbie in last. We will be. So anyway, this is the man. This is basically the UK.
Oh no! Did we just
raise up answer to Kevin Hinkle?
Greg froze.
He froze, man.
Oh, was that me?
Yeah. Did we lose Greg?
He just froze.
I could potentially have internet troubles tonight, folks. Don't worry. I've never had internet troubles before. I thought I'd try half an hour before this gig to mess around with the home network. I won't do that ever again. I'll tell you that.
Let me tell you, I'm celebrating because it's not me for once.
Yeah, no, don't worry. I just need to disconnect myself from the network and I'll be all right. So anyway, as long as everyone can still hear me, that's the main thing. So anyway, while I've got network activity, let's pop over. This guy only lives about 20 minutes from me. He is, like I say, the UK's answer to Kevin Hinkle and a bit more than that, folks. He really is a fellow London AFOL, even though he's from Australia. He is, of course, Matt Elder, a.k.a. Family Bricks.
Hello. How are you going this evening?
How's it going?
Good to see you, Matt. You're looking very angelic tonight, Matt.
Halo. Is that better? Work?
All right. Okay. Anyway, it's good to have you. It looks good. I think it's a good look, Matt. It's a good look. Okay, folks. While I've got into that activity, I'm going to have to switch to the Wi-Fi in a minute. Never done that before. So let's bring the newbie in, the last newbie. This guy is currently transmitting from a shed. There's a story behind that, folks. There must be. And he's got a great channel. He's got some awesome sets recently, including the Ghost. Yep, the Ghost. You heard that right, folks. Anyway, this guy is, how can I put it? He is the king of the UK YouTuber scene. It is, of course, Guava King. Hello, mate.
Hello, guys. How you doing?
Yeah, how are you?
Yeah, all good, all good. Broadcasting live from the shed, like you said. Nice and cozy. Got my radiator on. Yeah, loving life.
It works. It looks good. You've got like a proper area for it. Because I'm going to be doing something similar to that in the new year, and I'm loving it, mate.
Thank you. No, I appreciate it. I'm going to do a video on it soon. But yeah, it's functional at the moment. I've still got to sort all these boxes out behind me, but apart from that, everything's good. Everything's good.
Yeah. It looks cool, man. It looks cool. I'm liking it. I'm loving the t-shirt as well. That looks cool. I'm loving that.
Yeah,
love it.
That is cool.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm liking it.
I'm loving it. It's an epic t-shirt, Tek Productions is saying. So, right. Okay, now, before I lose all connectivity, folks, let's have a whip round and see what people were saying out in the chat land, shall we? I don't normally do it with so many people here. I give it about 20 minutes, folks. I'll run out of voice power. I will. But anyway, let's have a little flick around, see who's out there in the chat. We've got the lovely BrickScene. Hello, BrickScene. How are you doing? And we've got Bricky TY. TY, welcome. Houston, we have a problem. Yeah, I don't know. Did I drop off for long, or was it just a few seconds?
It wasn't that long.
Okay, cool. I'll have to keep an eye on that. I've got red lights bleeping at me, folks. Honestly, I've got a backup system. Don't worry. If I disappear, the stream will carry on. Don't you worry. Exactly. That's it. Quick got it right first time. They really did. We've got the wonderful Victoria Fisher in the house. She goes, "Hey, Bricky TY, you building anything tonight?" And we've got the awesome Chef T as well. Anyway, good to have everyone here. I can see everyone better clearer on this screen. I really can. Everyone's looking awesome. I've got to be honest, this is a very good looking panel. It really is. It's such a shame that Tek isn't in it at the moment. It would be amazingly good looking. It really would be. So anyway,
proof that we can look good without him. That's just proof that we can look good without him. We don't need him to bring up the look.
Yeah,
we don't need those whippersnappers here.
Who needs whippersnappers? Youth is wasted on the young. I think we were talking about that on Sarah's stream last night. So Sarah looks like she's cracked open the pet shop.
Yeah, we have. So we're just going to work on bags 1, and then now the set is completely devalued because we've opened it now.
How much does one, if you don't mind me prying, how much does one pay for that set at the moment? Is it expensive?
SaraStarBricks found a pretty good deal on it, actually. How much did you get this one for?
I bought it brand new, secondhand off a Dutch marketplace for I think $215 or $220 or something like that.
Brand new.
So
it's one of the more affordable ones right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the oldest modular that you can still get for an okay price. I mean, if you're looking for Brick Bank or something like that, no.
Yeah, we bought that one. I mean, like the town hall is in between. We don't have that one. That one is like €600-700. Yeah, good luck with that one.
Yeah, good luck with that. I think I spent more on my town hall than I did with my greengrocer or cafe corner.
Oh, geez.
Funny you mentioned that.
It's on eBay. It's on eBay right now, Greg. There's one here, brand new, $224.
That's all right. $224 is okay, isn't it?
That's all right. Yeah, $224.99. It's all right.
How much was that retail back in the day? What, 120?
Probably, yeah. Like
Probably, yeah.
Euros maybe.
Oh, that's all right. That's not too bad. Is that including postage as well?
Yeah, it's the postage here is only like €6. Or you mean the one that Greg had? Sorry.
Yeah, $14.99 for postage and packaging. I mean, there's a big box in it, so.
It is a big box, isn't it? Oh, okay. I might have to have a look around on that one. But I am tempted. I'm so tempted by the Millennium Falcon. Now, someone I know who's got a Millennium Falcon and is getting on pretty well with her Lego City is the amazing Emmasauras. Emmasauras, tell us a little bit about your city. And has your city got a name?
So it does have a name. I haven't revealed it yet. I'm going to do a grand reveal at some point. I know everyone's just dying to know. But yeah, it's coming along really well. Like, I'm a huge Disney fan. Like, I actually grew up in Florida. So like, I love Disney World. And so I wanted to have a little Disney World in my Lego city with the Disney Castle and just try to make it kind of magical. And the last time I was at Disney, I actually went to Galaxy's Edge, which was super cool, like seeing the Star Wars at Disney. So I'm incorporating part of that into the city as well with the the resistance transport in there too. So that's kind of like underway. I'm trying to get out a video on that soon. So look for that if you're interested in kind of seeing the progress with Galaxy's Edge. But yeah, I have a bunch of the modulars there too. It'll be fun, kind of thinking more about like how to incorporate the new road plates, because I know that's kind of gonna mix things up a bit. So kind of brainstorming that right now. But yeah, it's looking pretty cool.
Yeah, I like I like your city. I'm liking the way that you're kind of working out how you want to construct it all and everything like that. And that's something I'm going to be looking into very, very soon. I've got an idea. I've got the IKEA tables, and I managed to get them in white as well, which was kind of cool.
That is awesome.
Yeah, the thing is, right, I'm going to be using the mill technique as well in it. And is that something that you're interested in doing, the mills?
What was that?
Are you interested in doing the mills technique? You know, the base plates, the sand.
Yeah, we've like thought about it. We're still trying to kind of brainstorm different ways. Like, so I'm not really sure yet. I mean, it's kind of hard to tell because I'm not sure exactly what they'll look like. Like the pictures are useful from the 2021 leaks, but like until I get my hands on it, I think it'll be really hard to say exactly what I'm planning to do for it. Hopefully it's easy enough to just like either lift up my city a little bit so I can have it more flush, you know, but yeah, I'm not really sure yet. Hopefully it turns out okay.
I know it's a tough one because I'm going to start my city. I tell you when my city starts, on New Year's Day. And the first building I'm going to build is the police station, which is, I don't know if that's ominous or not, folks. I really don't. But the thing is, so my city is called, I've taken the word Lego and I've taken the word London and I've mixed them together and you've got Legondon. Which sounds like a boat in Italy. I'm going to go with it now. I thought it was a bit more original than New London. So we'll see where that goes. Now, someone else I know who's got a city as well, albeit one that's on shelves, which is interesting, is Shy Time. Shy Time. Have you got a name for your city? Oh, you're on mute, Shy.
Yeah, my bad. My mic out, so I have to re-plug it in. So it was called Easy Village on Blossom Rock when I only had a son, but when Luna was born, I kind of changed everything. We just call it Cherry Blossom Rock since that's my wife and I's tattoo, like purple tattoo. He has a tattoo on his ribs and I have a tattoo on my arm. So I just named it Cherry Blossom Rock. So yeah, eventually I just started working on the facade, like the rock facade. I don't know if you can see it behind me. I can't pull the camera, but right. Okay, to top right or top left of the screen. This is really hard. There we go. Right there. Underneath the plane on the top left of the screen, you can kind of see I'm working on the rock work.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see that? So that way you won't see like the shelving anymore. It's gonna look like a mountain. And the city's like carved into the mountain. That's the point. So I'm trying to work well with my space. And yeah, I'm missing town hall. It's like below me, behind me, right there on the floor. And Palace Cinema is underneath me because I'm putting lights on it right now. So
nice. That's amazing. That is a great idea. Where did you get the idea to actually put a facade on the front of the shelves? That's very cool. I'm liking that.
I mean, my favorite city builder is Mr. Bookie Boo. I don't know if anybody guys know there. He actually doesn't live that far from me. Yeah. He has a really good city and a great use of his space. He only has like an 8-foot by like 6-foot room, which is smaller than mine. And he utilizes space so well that I'm like, okay, I need to think of something like that. So at work, I had this like 7-foot by 4-foot table and I chopped it up in pieces since we're going to toss it out. And I made a custom shelf out of it, and which I'm, eventually gonna make it look like a mountain, which is gonna take a lot of slow pieces.
That will. Oh, I saw it. I watched your recent Lego haul, the stupid Lego haul.
The stupid one.
I think we can all kind of empathise with those types of Lego hauls because I went to the Lego store in Leicester Square on when was it? Wednesday. And I went there. I wasn't going to buy anything, and And of course, I bought loads of things that I really live without.
It's bad. We all have a problem.
We do.
Yeah.
We've got an addiction to plastic, folks.
Bad.
The first step is admitting it. It's all good.
There we go.
It's just crazy. Now, what I like about Everybody's City is, to me, it kind of what's the word I'm looking for? It kind of I think people who design their own cities and do their own cities, it's kind of a bit of them in it. You know, it's a reflection of their personality. And I'm not going to get all deep and meaningful. And I'm not an anthropologist or anything like that, folks. Far from it. But, I don't know. I think it is. And Emily, is your other half, your husband? Is he really into Lego, or is he kind of?
Oh gosh, yeah. Yeah, definitely. Like, we're building all the time together, and it's a blast. Like, he actually got me into Lego. I started like into the hobby about 3 years ago. And yeah, like initially I had never had a Lego set until about 3 years ago. Like, he got me my first Lego set, and after that I was like, this is so much fun. Like, I need to keep doing this and start a city. And we like picked a house out based on how many rooms, so we could have a Lego city in it. So yeah, it's definitely like a huge part of both of our lives. It's a blast.
So why this is weird? Because, well, not weird, but it's interesting because why have you started the YouTube channel? Does he ever get involved in the YouTube channel? I've only ever seen you on it, which is not. Yeah.
So a little like history lesson, I guess. So this channel is actually 12 years old. And my husband, when he was like in middle school and high school, did a lot of Lego stop motion. So if you like go way back on my channel, like you'll see probably like an 8 to 10 year gap between like his videos and then when I started up. And I started up during quarantine, just like with COVID, I was home all the time. So I thought it'd be a really fun time to like, you know, let's start talking about Lego on the internet. And so it's just been so much fun. Like, yeah, so that's kind of how it started. And we don't really do too much stop motion anymore, but I'd really like to. I think that'd be really fun.
Oh, right. Okay, that's interesting. Because I've got one stop motion picture. Stop motion picture. It's not going to be as epic as that. I've got one movie that I'm going to do next year. I'm only going to do one, and it's an idea. I've got an idea that I'm going to do. So I might pick your brains on that one day, Emily.
Ooh, sounds good. Hopefully I can help.
I'm so excited. Obviously, I'm not joking, but I get a headache because I've got ideas I just want to do, and it's, well, who has the time to do everything they want to do? That's the truth. Anyway, let's come up. Let's come up a little bit, shall we? Come up for air a little bit, but go down under, shall we? Richard, what have you been up to this week, other than shooting Mario left, right, and centre?
Yeah, I did that. That didn't go down too well.
But mate, I've got to be honest. I laughed my head off when I saw that. I didn't see it.
I put that video up, and the first thing that happened was like 10 dislikes. I said, okay, sweet as. That's not the way to do it. But yeah, no, it seemed to come back up again, and we got a bit more out of it, so it was okay. I just did a couple more shorts this week. I did a couple of builds. I thought I'd give those a go. One of them actually did okay overnight. I managed to get 56,000 views and 500 subscribers in one hit.
Oh, wow, good job.
In a 3-hour period, I think it was. Yeah, I went to bed. I had 1,300. I woke up with 1,800. I was like, oh, okay, cool. That's how that works.
Oh, wow, that's incredible. Well done, mate. Congratulations.
Well, I was quite happy with that. I was like, oh, heck, that's a bit out of the blue. Yes, that seemed to work.
I got to be honest, these thoughts are wild, right? I built this in the week, folks. I think I'm pretty good at doing videos. I really do. I did this, right? It's 58 seconds long. It's just me building this. Right? And in 3 hours, 23,000 people decided they wanted to watch it.
That's mad, eh?
That's crazy.
It's so cool. The craziest thing for me, though, is on the 4th hour, it went back to the usual 10 people watching it.
That's exactly what happened with mine as well. It's that 3-hour shelf that it just went absolutely mental, and then it dropped off the face of the planet.
Yeah. It's crazy. Yeah. Well, well, congratulations, mate. You're going to be on 2,000 soon enough. Now, there's a few of us in here tonight that have had some pretty decent results from the shorts. Cy O'Connor, you being one of them. Now, last time I looked, your Mario, which was a positive Mario short video, unlike Richard, it was hitting around 200,000. How's that doing?
It has 300,000 views now, which is pretty crazy. Yeah. So yeah, no, it's weird. It's crazy, but it's the same as you guys. I woke up this morning. There was 23,000 views on it.
Wow,
it's a good feeling. Yeah, it's a good feeling. You know, whether these people will be back to watch any of our other videos or not is yet to be seen. But hey, looks good in the numbers.
I think it's a different audience that look at these. I think it's the people who like TikTok videos, who like Reels. Reels is starting to kick off as well lately. I've noticed. I've started to put some stuff on Reels, and it's doing okay. Not as well as the first TikTok I put out it's up at 60,000 views at the moment. So it's the same Mario video, which is weird. So that particular one seems to. I think it's a different audience. They like these short things. They like a little bit of entertainment, and then they move on. But yeah, if they were watching the 8 and 10 minute videos, it'd be a lot better.
It's definitely for people with a short attention span, that's for sure. But I see. The thing is, folks, right? I've got this weird one, and I need to speak to Matt about this. I've got this one video that's been going on for weeks now, folks, and every hour it gets between 200 and 700 views an hour. And it's been going on for weeks. I think it's on about 110,000 at the moment, and it just keeps going. And I'm loving it. It's like I'm milking a cow or something like that. It's going crazy. But honestly, just do some idiotic video about Mario, and it seems to do well. So
don't shoot Mario. Don't shoot Mario.
I ran Mario over with a tank. It's not doing too well.
Yeah. See, that's You and me, Shy, we haven't got the right idea, have we?
I know. I don't know. I thought it'll be funny.
I'm scared to do another Mario video because I was going to do. I've got 3 ideas for a Mario video that I need to do, and I'm scared to do anything Mario in case it upsets the Mario gods on this video. But I know for a fact, right, that Emmasauras is a huge Mario fan.
Yes, definitely.
You gave me a thumbs down, didn't you?
The thing is, right? What do you take on these shorts, Emily? Because I don't think you've done any shorts, have you?
I've done a few. They haven't done as well as that, but yeah, I've definitely seen a lot of them, and they're really cool. Yeah, I think I got the whole series 1 that came out this year, except for 2 of the Mario suits. But I didn't really care for those. But I just think they're really cool. I know the brick build versus the minifigure, there's a little bit of controversy there, but I think it's fine. The characters look literally exactly like they do in the video games. So I think they did a great job with them, and I really can't wait for 2021. The new ones look really cool.
Yeah, there's some really good. There's some really good ones coming out. There are.
The little penguin Mario suit just looks really cute. I didn't buy any of the suits before, but I kind of want to now. They look pretty awesome.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. They really do. So yeah, Matt, what's your take on these shorts?
I think for us as little creators, I don't mean that in a bad way, but where we've got under a couple thousand subs and things, it's brilliant because it's getting our stuff out. And much like what everyone's been saying, it goes. You've got different flavors, and it seems to be you have the flavor where it will just be on the shelf for 3 hours. You'll get your 30,000 views. You'll get 500 or 600 subs, and that just helps move you along. Occasionally you do the other one that you've got, Greg, where it just keeps on ticking on for weeks on end. Because I had about 4 of those that just kept on ticking on, but they all stopped. I think it was about Tuesday. So you can sort of see, the views per hour, and then it stops and it's just dead. So, and then, you got some of the other ones, which like CC's, which, I think she's on what is it close to 3 million now? So,
3 million? Well,
yeah.
The women are the trendsetters at the moment. They really are, which is a good thing. But yeah, it's bizarre, isn't it? I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. I'm not quite sure. But that said, folks, if you're into shorts, I'm catering for you. That's for sure. Quite useful as well because, I did a quick video on going to Leicester Square on Wednesday, and for me, I didn't want to do a voiceover or vlog or anything like that. I just did some snippets of the festive stuff that's going on there, and then just chucked it up. It was just a bit of content, really, which is handy at the moment. Because this time of year, everyone's a bit crazy. You know, a lot of people getting ready for Christmas. You know, there's lots of other things going on, let alone trying to run a YouTube channel. So doing a few shorts is going to be my thing, and doing a few more live streams is going to be my thing over the festive period. So, that's going to be the sort of thing I'm going to be doing in the next couple of weeks. So shorts are going to be quite useful, if anything. But yeah, I think they're a good thing. I think size knocked the nail on the head. I think it is catering for a different audience. So yeah, now I had an idea back in the day that I thought every day I'm going to do a short video on the advent calendars. But anyway, one thing led to another, folks. And I ended up doing a video doing the worst to first on the Star Wars advent calendar, because it was about day 4 before I got to open it. Well, 2 people here tonight that have definitely been doing it is Sai and Guava. Now, Guava, what do you think of this year's Star Wars advent calendar?
I'd probably say it's the best one we've ever had. I've been, how many have I? So I've bought all of them for Christmas for about 4 or 5 years, and this is definitely the best one I've had so far. So yeah, super impressed with it. The figures are awesome. The builds are really cool. Apart from this Millennium Falcon, I really don't like this Millennium Falcon. I know you share this opinion with me as well, Greg. It's so flat.
It's awful.
Yeah, it's like a little pancake. So but yeah, it's awesome. I've got all of the other advent calendars sealed as well, so that's just something I've been working towards, just kind of keep one of each.
Oh, okay. I like it. It's a good idea. I tell you what, folks. In my worst to first video, I've never done a worst to first before. Basically, it's a glorified review, but backwards. And when I got to doing the Falcon, I basically described it like this. This is exactly what I said, pretty much. It's a bit like cooking cupcakes in an oven. And you put them in the oven, and you sit there, you watch them rise, right? And then you put them out. If they're risen, you kind of feel a bit flat. Well, that was the feeling I got once I built that Millennium Falcon. It was flat as a pancake. It really was.
Yeah.
But it is the Millennium Falcon, but only from certain angles. It really is. Emmasauras, have you been buying any of these advent calendars?
Yeah, we got the Star Wars one this year. Honestly, I always kind of forget each day to open them. So usually I do like 3 at a time. I was like, oh shoot, I forgot. But they're pretty cool. I like the figures a lot. I just really like the little holiday sweaters on them. I feel like you could do some really cool stuff with that. So brilliant. I think they're really cute.
Yeah, I think they are too, honestly, folks. They're brilliant. Now, you lovely lot out there in the chat, especially you, Bricksworth. Did you not get the advent calendars this year? If so, which one did you buy? Did you have a particular favourite? If you bought a few of them, I was thinking of buying the Harry Potter one. I think Si, you've got the Harry Potter one, haven't you?
Yeah, I got the 3 of them. I missed out on the Friends one. The Friends one was really popular this year, I think, because of the micro dolls and the elves in them. Because last year they had nothing; they didn't have any mini dolls at all, and the year before they had one. So they've been, getting rid of the mini dolls for ages. But this year's was good. Harry Potter is really good. I am doing the Harry Potter and the city sets every 7 days, because I think if you open up an advent calendar from each tree every day, you're going to be like, ugh. But so Harry Potter looks amazing. City one's good. City one's better than I thought it was going to be. So everyone from the Lego City Adventure TV show. So that's cool. So you have your favorite, Greg, Freya is in there, and there's everyone in there. But my favorite, I think, is the Star Wars one. I really, really like that. I mean, as Emily said, like the little jumpers are awesome.
They're pretty cute.
Now, in my worst to first video, so I don't plug myself too much, honestly, folks. But I described this guy. Hold him up to the camera, right? And I just want people to imagine this. Is it me, right? Does this minifigure remind you of Michael Bublé?
I'm dreaming of a one.
Let's face it, Michael Bublé, he only brings an album out at Christmas time. That's what he's good for.
Comes out of his cave.
He come out with one song, and all he does now is Christmas albums. But there we go. He's a good guy, really, folks. He's got a lovely voice. But yeah, so yeah. Emmasauras. Sorry, I keep picking on you, Emmasauras. I'm going to be picking on everyone else. I don't see Emma's with us for a couple of hours tonight, folks. So I feel I've got to get all the questions out to her as soon as I can. Emmasauras, right? It's a question that I've never found to be answered. It really isn't. But I'm hoping tonight that you might be able to answer this lifelong question I've had, which is, where is Scooby-Doo? Because the song in the cartoon always says, Scooby-Doo, where are you? Now, you know Scooby-Doo more than anybody else I know on the planet internet. Do you actually know where he is?
Oh, man, that's actually a very difficult question. Oh, no. Well, I have some Scoobies on my shelf behind me. I have a little Scooby down in this corner. So I also have a life-size Scooby-Doo. So if that like answers your question at all, it's like which Scooby-Doo, you know, like I know where Scooby-Doos are, but which one? So
Awesome.
That's the best thing ever.
That's amazing.
That's pretty cool.
Enormous. I tell you what, that Scooby-Doo, do you think, they're so big, it looks like a Marmaduke, and they've stuck a Scooby-Doo in it.
Imagine having a life-size Shaggy to go with it, though. That would have been kind of creepy.
Oh, and check out those Converse, by the way. They're pretty cool. Anyways, yeah, like that Scooby, he honestly kind of terrifies me sometimes. Like if it's kind of dark in this room, I walk in, I'm like, what's that? Like, what's in here? So yeah, he kind of scares me sometimes, but he's really cute. I really like him, but just when the lights are on, he's better. He doesn't scare me as much.
One thing I wouldn't describe him as is cute. He's too big for cute in my eye. Cute. But yeah, that is a big. That's the sort of thing you'd win at a fun fair or something like that. If you, it's enormous. It is. I've got the plastic architect in the house, folks. Hello, mate. How you doing? He says the Scooby question is an I like that existential one. I like that. There's a word. Blimey, I would have had to have used an autocorrect on that one, mate. Good stuff. Rick Star was voice 10. He says, what a good show. It is a good show. And Simon Moss, the wonderful Simon Moss, is in the house, folks. He says, yes, it's around 35 miles from me. So that's by Victoria Fisher. I drove there last Sunday to have another blowout. Another blowout? Are you talking about McDonald's or are you talking about the Lego store? If so, which one, Simon? Is that? Because if I know Victoria, she goes to two in particular. Actually, maybe three, Victoria, knowing you. Probably Stratford, Bluewater, and, of course, London's Leicester Square, which is, for me, it's a bit like going home, really. I'm so happy to be there this week. We've got Papa's Bricks in the house, folks. He's from Texas. That's a long way away. From Cowboys. It really is. So, Sarah, how are you getting on? Talking of pets and Scooby-Doo, where are you? How are you?
It's coming along pretty well. So, unfortunately, Mr. Star doesn't get to build because Paris decided she wants to hang out with us.
She's on my lap, so I can't reach.
And the story about Scooby-Doo, the giant Scooby-Doo scaring you, Emily, it reminds me when I used to have this cardboard cutout of an actor from a show I really liked. I had this cardboard cutout thing of, like, if you guys watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer, it's Spike. And that thing used to terrify me. It's like a man, and it would really scare me when I would forget it was there. So that I find that super funny.
I feel you, Sarah.
You're just like, whoa, what is that in the corner over there? Oh my gosh.
I love Mike's reactions when Sarah says stuff like that, or she talks about Mike is just like, oh.
That's the only thing I can do, right? I don't want to because then I'm interrupting. So the only thing I can do is emote. So.
You know, she can see you. You know, she can see you on the screen, yeah.
She doesn't really realize it sometimes. That's funny.
Well, what I need to know is, did you go to the emergency room yesterday with Mike's near fatal cut?
Yeah, it was fun. Can't believe he cut on Lego.
It's like a paper cut. He cut himself on Lego. I have no idea how.
That's a claim, isn't it? You want to go and see a solicitor about that one, blimey.
That's time to write Lego an email. Hey, I cut myself on your product.
Yeah, and me more.
It wasn't on something like a friend's doll or something like that, was it? That'd be embarrassing. Let's have a look. Show us the wound.
Well, it's just a little cut on my thumb. I mean,
You have to be close to the camera.
my hand slipped, and then I cut right at the corner of one of these 2x4s or whatever it was.
Oh, is your hand made out of
Veal. Veal.
Yeah, veal.
Be careful when you do it. They don't tell you that, do they? They just give you a picture of a bald bloke when you're doing the old shooters. Not cut your eyes out. Victoria Fisher says, Simon Moss, nice. What did you pick up? I may have to take a trip there when I next visit Bletchley Park. Bletchley Park? Do you know what? I know there's a professor from Bletchley Park called Dr. Black. I know her. Very interesting person. Do you know her at all, Victoria? Interesting person from Bletchley Park. She really is. Anyway, she wrote a book about it. That's how I know her. So, yeah, Bricky TY says, Emmasauras, love the vid on your winter village. Super cute. That's nice.
That's so sweet. Thank you.
Super cute. Yeah. Victoria Fisher. Good stuff. Now then, let's see what Solo's up to. Is it me? Does Solo look like he's actually building something? I'm not seeing him build anything for weeks.
Yeah, I've got over my Technic crane now, so I'm actually building something. Nothing too garish. Nothing too garish. Only primarily because I just got something small to build, so I just started to build this little thing, the little promo.
Oh, I sold that.
Oh yay! It's the ice skating rink.
That's such a cute set.
So that's it, but I don't know what to buy right now because all of Legos sold out.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have the same problem.
I was there.
What did you buy to get that? Because you got to spend 150 quid.
Oh, you have to find out later on.
Oh, right, you know what we'll get your Lego.
No. The video is actually done. It's just a rough and ready video. I just recorded it like probably about 20 minutes before I actually jumped on the stream. So it's all done. It's up on YouTube. As soon as your stream's done, it's going out.
Ecto 1.
It might be. It might not be.
That's what Michael said too. He was like Ecto 1, and I'm like, I don't know.
You don't need to watch it now, folks. It's Ecto 1. No, do watch it.
I could have got the Millennium Falcon. Who knows?
Oh, he might have got the Millennium Falcon. Did your friend help you get that, or did you just go in there and say, "There you go, take my money"?
Just take my money. Just take it now. Yeah. Unfortunately, my friend's now come down with a horrible case of a child, so she's now on maternity leave now. So I know.
Horrible case of a child.
Congratulations and commiseration.
I've had that twice.
It's true. Now, hands up in the panel, and hands up as well, everybody who's out there in the chat. I want to know who's actually got the Millennium Falcon, and I mean the Millennium Falcon, the UCS. So we've got one. We've got Shy. There we go. Yeah, confirmation there, folks. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and Solo's not putting his hand up, so he can't have it then. So
hands up, it's got the Ecto 1.
Yeah, hands up, it's got the Ecto 1. I love it. We nearly got him there, Richard.
Yeah.
Okay, so I need out of 10, Richard, what would you give the Millennium Falcon?
Well, first time I built it, I'd give you a 10 out of 10 all day long because it was great to build. But then I had to build it. I took it apart after a while, and then I had to build it again really quickly for a show. And I'd give it a 2 out of 10 the second time round. An absolute slog to get through it. I had a week to do it as well, and it was hard yards. But I love the set. I wouldn't. It's my second favorite set, so wouldn't change it for anything.
May I ask what your first set is? Your first favorite set? Oh, hold on, he's pointing to it. He's so small, I can't see.
So small.
What's that?
Star Destroyer.
Star Destroyer.
The Star Destroyer.
Yeah. Star Destroyer is definitely my favorite.
Oh wow, that's interesting. So you prefer Falcon?
Well, the thing was when I first started getting into Lego again, that was one of the first things I saw was the old Star Destroyer as well as the Super Star Destroyer, and I was like, I have to have those, but I wasn't willing to pay the money for them. So when they decided to release this one,
what did you do? Steal it or something? What did you do? How did you buy it? Did you steal it or something?
Oh no, I paid good money for it. I paid good money. That's one of the ones that I actually bought.
Also, that's not a glued version from Lego.
If you try to steal that out of a Lego store, you're going to get about 50 yards down the road.
I get all my stuff from a local guy. So I waited. I didn't get it when it first came out. I waited until it came to the local retail stores here, and I got it for 20% off. Actually, it was more than that. It was 24% off or something.
24?
Yeah, it was something weird, but it was definitely worth my while picking it up. And I got it the day before that we went into lockdown here. So I had that to build while we were in lockdown. It was good. The timing was good. Maybe that's why I liked it so much, because I got peace and quiet to build it as well. So
yeah, nice. Oh, good stuff, man. That's it. There we go, folks. So, question for everybody out there in the chat: which do you prefer? Do you like the big wedge in space that they happen to call a Star Destroyer, or do you like the big, great big? I don't know. It's probably for me, it's probably the first or maybe the second biggest spaceship out there, the most famous one anyway, the Millennium Falcon. I think the most famous spaceship is either going to be the Starship Enterprise or the Millennium Falcon, one of the two. Let me know what you think, folks. Which set would you rather get? The Millennium Falcon or the Star Destroyer? Let me know what you think. And if you built it as well, what did you think of it? Because they look like big sets, they really do.
I can't imagine the Star Destroyer would be fun to build a second time neither, so I'm not going to take it apart and rebuild it for anything.
I think there's only one way to find out, though.
Yeah, drop test. Drop test and then rebuild it. That'd be amazing. Yeah. I was waiting to see where you were going with that one. You've been watching too many videos recently.
Yeah, that's it. Well, talking of, shall we say, there's a nice subtle hint there for the Colosseum, folks. Let's have a look then. I know someone who's after a Colosseum, and let's have a little think then. Shy time. How long is the planet Earth going to have to wait before you get the Colosseum? Because I feel like
I don't know.
For it.
I have some big things coming from Brick Veteran and Brick Mania, so I'm probably gonna deal with those first and then get the Coliseum. I did get some of these guys, which are not cheap at all. So so I can make another controversial Coliseum video.
Just so you know, Shy, this did make me laugh earlier on because this is the Americanisms. I love Americanisms, I really do. And my name is actually Greg, in case anyone wonders. I just always call myself Greg because it's less of a mouthful. Now, my name in Greek means centurion, but the Americans have a funny way of saying centurion.
Centurion?
Yeah.
Yeah, same thing.
You have a funny way of saying it. And so we call it centurion. We call it centurion, and you call it a centurion.
I say it both. I don't know. I just like centurion. That's something I kind of grew up saying.
Your one, I think, sounds so much. Well, it sounds better, in all honesty. It sounds more space. It's like a space odyssey, like Ulysses or something like that. It's kind of cool. I'm loving it. So let's have a look. I don't know about you lot, folks, but I fancy a trip down the pet store. So let's see how Sarah's getting on with her pet store.
Yeah, I've been abandoned. Mike went to go make dinner. I'm actually curious. I didn't notice what the woodshop teacher is building.
He's already sorted. He's got about 10 tons of Lego to sort out.
Did you start on your
Yes, I am sorting. And believe it or not, I actually made a new haul just the other week. One of my colleagues said that her daughter didn't want her Lego anymore. Only thing is, it has these weird fits in it. I don't know what to use these for.
Send them to me.
You could use the hair pieces, right?
Yeah,
the hair pieces that make some very interesting looking minifigures when you use the hair pieces from the mini dolls because they're so different. Yeah. It adds a little bit of character to some of the minifigs since you can't really get some of those things on there.
It gives some variety to all the figs walking down the street. It does.
Agreed.
It does. Now, let's have a look. I've not got any friend sets. Well, I've got friends, as in Lego ideas, but I haven't got any friend sets. Emmasauras, do you own any friend sets?
I actually own one. I actually have it right here. I haven't opened it yet. I bought it a while back. I just thought it was cool. Like, her name is Emma, so that's kind of neat. And then it just had a lot of really cool, like, aquatic things in it, like, that I could use for my Lego City. So this is pretty much it, and I haven't even opened it. So I have zero opinion on it besides the box kind of looks cute. I mean, that's really all I can say about it at this point.
And that is a very interesting term because you've just picked up another Americanism there. So say that word again. See, we call it aquatic. What do you call it?
Aquatic?
Yeah. But you said something else. You gave it the Americanism, which I love.
Yeah? Wait. Yeah, just aquatic.
Aquatic, yeah, aquatic.
Oh, wait, you're saying it right. Don't let these guys make you feel you're saying
Am
it
I
wrong.
wrong? Oh my god.
Hang on. Emily. Aquatic is how I would say
Yeah,
it too.
aquatic.
Aquatic.
Yeah.
Aquatic.
I also noticed it's super funny and cute when I was talking about nachos recently. The people from the UK are saying nachos. It's
Yeah,
so
nachos.
adorable.
Oh my goodness.
It's so adorable. I love you, Sarah. Honestly, the thing is, recently, the company I work for, there's a firm in London, we've merged with an American firm as well. So I'm getting used to all the Americanism between everything. It's fabulous. I really do. I love it.
Sorry.
You sort of think, what did they say? And it's like, did I hear it right? And it's like, oh yeah, it's cool. I love it. It's what life's all about, folks. It really is. So now I don't know anything about Scooby-Doo, Lego sets anyway, folks. I really don't. Have you got, Emmasauras, a favourite Scooby-Doo Lego set?
I mean, I think like the favorite among most people is the Mystery Machine, just because it's like, it's the Mystery Machine. It's kind of like the symbol of Scooby-Doo besides Scooby-Doo himself. And that's actually a really fun set. I found it pretty cheap too, because like I got into Lego in like 2018, I think, and Scooby like retired, I think 2017. So I found it kind of just after it retired, which is really unfortunate, but it was still cheap enough to like be able to afford it. But yeah, like it's such a cute set. It has stickers on it, which like I hate stickers. I'm really bad at them. I've never been good at putting on stickers. And so I put on my stickers kind of like crooked, which kind of bugs me still. But I mean,
have you tried using a brick separator to put it on?
I haven't actually tried that. I'm just so scared of it not sticking back onto the Lego set if I take it off now. I don't know. I'm really nervous about it. Like I love that set, so like I don't want to mess up anything about it. At least the sticker like sticks to it.
You can always buy the stickers again.
That's true. I haven't actually done that. So
But
I don't know. If I turn it around and I don't do the sticker part, then we're all good. So like that's like the easiest solution for me at this point. Is just ignore it.
Yeah. When you do a review of them, just don't.
What you do is you use the SaraStarBricks method and say stickerus a plickerus, and it works.
It's a magic spell, and I do use that quite a bit. I think it was Simon who told me that one, right?
It was Simon. It was Simon Moss who came up with it.
Yeah, Simon Moss.
When you were building Harry Potter.
And he gave me this amazing spell for stickers. It does.
I'll need to use that. That's awesome.
Stickers and stickers.
I love that. That's a good technique. Now, if there's one set that quite a lot of us have bought for sure recently, is the new, well, is it a fairly new actually, Lego Star Wars set, the Transporter. I forget what it's called now, the T1 Transporter. It's kind of a blue-grey thing, folks, from Galaxy's Edge. Now, Guava King. Here we go. Anyone would think I watched his YouTube channel, folks, but anyway, let's bring him up. So you've been building that. Have you actually opened it yet?
I have opened it. No. I've literally just started.
Good job.
So I'm on bag 2 at the moment. But yeah, no, it's looking pretty cool. I was going to save it. I said on my video, I really wanted to save it until I went to Galaxy's Edge. And then I realized that we're in a national pandemic, a worldwide pandemic, and that's probably not going to happen anytime soon. So
I'm going to leave that. Actually, I was going to say, that's going to be an antique by the time you go there, mate.
Yeah, still be sealed. It might be worth a lot more, but picked up half price from John Lewis. So that was an absolute steal.
I did exactly the same thing. For some reason, folks, for about 3 hours, John Lewis was selling it about 50% off, weren't they, Guav?
Yeah, I think it was like 45 quid, which is mad deal.
I couldn't resist that. I tell you, I was messaging Tek, I was messaging Solo, I was messaging everyone, just saying, for the love of God, get over to John Lewis. I I watched recently, folks. I say recently, it was like last week. I think it was the weekend. Emmasauras was building it. Emmasauras, what did you think of it?
It's a really cool set. I mean, like my first thing. So when you start it, it's mostly Technic, and I just kind of hate building with Technic. It's not my favorite thing to build, but I love the brick built parts. But yeah, it's such a cool set. Like it's in my Disney World part of my Lego City now, so it's looking pretty cool, and it fits in well with the other stuff. So yeah, that ship's like actually in Galaxy's Edge, and you can actually ride on it, which is kind of cool. So I thought it'd be perfect in my little Disney World. Yeah, it's a really cool ship. I definitely recommend it to anyone. It's a lot better than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
Have you actually been on the ride then, or?
Yeah. I went back in like March before all the craziness started, and it was a blast. Galaxy's Edge was really cool.
Amazing. So jealous.
You haven't gotten to go yet.
Such a great ride.
Yeah, I want to go there one day myself. Actually, I need to go back to Florida. The only problem is I've got any family in Florida. I've got all my family in New Jersey. I've got a cousin in California, so I might be popping over and seeing him shy at some point. But I haven't got any family in Florida. I did have, but I haven't got any anymore. They moved out. So yeah, maybe one day. I'd love to go. Florida's lovely. It's sunny. It's sunny there. Beautiful place.
That's where my mom and dad live. My family, like my brother, my sister, my mom and dad, they're all in Tampa.
Oh right. Oh, that's cool. Is that's very cool. I stayed in Florida when I went to Disney World years ago. I tell you when I went, it was the year they opened up the jungle one. Whatever the jungle one is that there's there. I forget what they call it now.
The Jungle Cruise?
Yeah, maybe that. All I remember is when they opened it, it was a long time ago, when they opened it, they kept running over the animals that were there. But they couldn't help it because the animals weren't used to these vehicles driving around Disney World in this new park that they'd opened. And they kept running them over. But otherwise, it all went tickety-boo. They just kept running them. They get these old animals that are worth a lot of money, and they kept killing them accidentally. Anyway, ironically, some of them were birds. You think they'd fly off, but there we go. So that's a strange true story. Galaxy's Edge. In a nutshell, what did you think of it, Emmasauras?
Oh, it was awesome. I totally recommend it. When we went, I went with my husband, and we didn't do any research before we went. We just wanted to be really surprised by everything. But I mean, looking back, I kind of wish I had looked into it more and done more research because there were a lot of things we kind of missed out on. Like you can build your own lightsaber there. That's really cool. Like we just didn't really think about doing that. But yeah, it was an amazing experience. Like it was super cool. I cannot wait to go back. I totally recommend it. If you're ever in Florida or wherever else they have Galaxy's Edge, maybe like the California one, I think. Yep. Yeah.
I got to preview it before a lot of people did because I have a lot of friends that work for Disney. So I was able to do like the test runs. So I'm like, oh, so we're the guinea pigs to see if it works or not. So yeah, I definitely recommend both of the rides that are there. Just the whole space is amazing. If you're a fan of Star Wars, just going to Galaxy's Edge on its own, it's like being immersed in like that world, and it's really jaw dropping.
Something funny I kind of saw there was they have all of these different like I don't know ships and little things to see. You know, it's Disney. There's like stuff to see everywhere. But like when we were there, we were standing there and like they had this one little display and any Clone Wars reference in a cage in this display. All the Clone Wars references were just like in a cage. And my husband was like, wow, isn't it kind of like ironic? The Clone Wars are all just locked up in a cage. And like then all these other guys around were like, oh, ha, 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 that's so funny. And like started taking pictures of it. But yeah, like nothing Clone Wars there, unfortunately. But it was still super cool.
It's all new Star Wars.
Yeah.
So you didn't make a lightsaber or get a droid?
No, unfortunately. I wish we did. We just didn't really think about it. And like when we were there, we were like, oh well, we have to fly home. How are we gonna take it? And maybe next time. Yeah. Definitely next time.
I mean, I built BB-8 and I haven't played with it since I got it. So I guess it's kind of you save some money there.
Yeah, it sounds like a cool thing to have, though, for sure.
I tell you what, Sean. Actually, Emma, you and Emma. I don't quite. You answered to Emma or Emily? Which is your preference?
Oh, Emily, but I mean, I've gotten Emma because like that makes more sense with Emmasauras. So really, either's fine. But my name's Emily.
All right, good stuff. So, so guys and girls out there, right? Talking of droids, and of course, this has been a Lego stream as well, by the way. Someone amongst us has actually got a droid made of Lego that isn't R2D2, nor is it BB-8. Yes, that is you, Richard, I'm referring to. Show us this awesome droid. Look at the pins on him.
The laziest droid in the galaxy. The one with the bad motivator.
Hey!
It's just based on R2D2 with a different head, but
I love it.
I do love it too. If ever I was to get a custom one, this was the one that I wanted. So, and the fact that it has been pulled up again recently in the Mando, I'm super happy. But, really cool. He's my little mascot. My little mascot. In fact, I'll leave him here for today. He can sit with me today while I'm drawing.
I think Cabbage Face has been opening up his crackers a bit early. He's coming out with some dodgy jokes.
Oh no.
hey, Band of Bricks, Cabbage Face, good to see you, mate. And Brick McBricksworth.
Greg, I'm going to let Tek come in.
All right, thanks. We're going to be revolving round. So, Si, we'll see you a little bit later. Is that cool?
Yeah, I'll come back on. Before I go, do you remember at Halloween, I showed off my amazing Photoshop skills? Check this one out.
Oh, it gets worse. Look at that.
Yes. That is
amazing.
I love how you still have
it. Next level.
It's that moment, right, when you discover that Microsoft Paint doesn't support PNG files.
That was on purpose.
You did it on purpose. Of course you did.
Yeah, on purpose.
I love it. Great skills, my friend. Great skills. All right, Si, we'll see you a little bit later because we love you, Si, and Tek will be coming in now. Someone in the chat, a wonderful guy by the name of Rogue Runner. Now he started streaming recently as well by himself, folks. So check it out. It's a very good stream. I enjoyed it, and he is like our ambassador to Lego in Florida for the Galaxy's Edge because he knows everything there is to know about Star Wars. Arguably, I think he even probably rivals Solo in his knowledge of the Force. What do you reckon about that, Solo?
He's definitely got some knowledge to him. That kid has. He's definitely got some knowledge. And being that he's been to Galaxy's Edge, it's definitely one up on me at the moment.
Yeah. We'll get out there one day.
We will one day. We'll get out of our homes.
We will one day. So, Guava, where is your nearest? Where is your nearest Lego store? Because do you live near Tek? Because you kind of sound a bit like Tek, and I'm sort of thinking maybe they live near each other.
So we do live kind of close. I think Tek's recently moved, and he's moved a bit further away. But my nearest Lego store is Southampton, but not by far because I could go to Westfield, White City, and it would be the same distance pretty much. So
you sound like you live pretty close to me then.
Yeah, well, I live in Surrey. Well, I live on the border of Berkshire, Surrey, Hampshire, all in the middle of them. So
okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, you're very close to me then. Yeah,
probably. Yeah.
Are you in Staines?
Staines? I ain't in Staines, boy.
Staines? Oh.
No, I'm not in Staines, no.
Believe it or not, folks, we have actually got a place in the UK which is around Reading's area. I think Majeski Stadium or something like that. And there's a place there called Staines. I mean,
you're too far up. No, it's closer to Windsor than it is Reading.
Oh, is it? I thought they called it on each other. I don't go there very. In fact, didn't they change it recently? They called it Staines upon Thames or something, don't they?
Staines upon Thames, yeah.
Which I think sounds even worse. I mean,
it's a smudge on the Royal County.
It is. I tell you. Anyway, anyone who lives out there, I do apologise, but
I don't.
We've got BFAB in the house. Hey, we've got BFAB and Doc have both popped in. How you doing? BFAB saying, hey, Rogue. We've got BFAB saying, hey, Bricksworth. And we've got Doc Sampson saying, hey, I like those directions. Made any sense? Exactly. But that's what we get for driving on the wrong side of the road, Doc. It goes out the window. A&A Hobbies is still in the house. Good to see you, mate. Nice to see you over here with us. We've got the awesome Miss Bricks of Fun. Miss Bricks of Fun. Good to see you here. We've got loads of peeps in the house tonight, folks, which is nice. We're keeping it going. Guava King. Anyone who's just joined, folks, please do give the stream a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. I really would. And of course, everybody who's in the stream tonight is, of course, down in the description below. Another one who is definitely in the description below is a guy at the moment who he sounds like Guava King, right? He looks a bit like Guava King, but it isn't Guava King. It is, of course, someone who actually looks like they're sitting in the shed at the moment as well. I might just add that. But it is, of course, the wonderful, the majestic, the rather handsome Tek Productions.
Hey everybody, how we doing? How's everyone's evening going?
Hello.
Have you had any sleep, Tek?
I have, yeah. I got like 3 hours in the window of like when Sandstream started to when it like ended. I caught the last hour on the way to work. Very little sleep, but I did get some sleep. Yeah, that was quite a stream. That was.
Been a long.
What stream was that, Tek?
Sans did a stream yesterday because he got the Vestas wind turbine.
All free.
For free, yes. He did very well. But yeah, no, so he did like a 7-hour long stream. So I caught like the beginning of it, and then I fell asleep because I was so tired. And then I caught the last like hour or so on the way to work. So that was good. It was a very funny stream. Yeah, I mean, I would say go back and watch it, but 7 hours probably not worth it. But there was a good probably like an hour in or so where SaraStarBricks Studios made an appearance, and it was one of those like really cringy. I can't watch this, but you have to watch it. Like you're watching through like your eyes. Very funny.
What happened, Tek? You were talking about this earlier. I have no idea what's going on.
So Sans was building the wind turbine, and like not a lot of people were chatting. I think it was kind of a fairly mellow stream, and then someone suggested, because Ryan was there, someone suggested, let's text Justin to try get him to come on. Let's make him think it's Sam's birthday, and he's got there's a big fan that wants to speak to him and stuff. And then Sam's was just gonna like lap it up. So I think they messaged Justin, and then they messaged David as well, SaraStarBricks Studios. And David actually showed up, and Ryan had gone when David had entered, and it was just like really awkward because no one thought he was actually going to show up, and it was quite funny.
No, remember we made a stare right at him when he came on.
Oh yeah, everyone was just
staring at him,
and then like later on, like David kind of stayed for quite a while, which is fair enough. But like Sans was like trying to speak to him, or people were trying to speak to him, and he was just like in his own world, and he just wasn't. It was
so strange. It was so strange. He was unmoved.
People were
like he just like left the camera on or something, wasn't paying attention.
He was like you could kind of see him on his phone, so he was just like doing something on his phone or whatever, and he was just like oblivious. And there was one point where we were all talking about how oblivious he was being, and he still didn't like clock on. It was, like I said, it was really surreal, but it was fixating for sure. It was very funny. I'll send you. I'll find some timestamps, Brandon, and send them your way, because it, like I said, it was very funny.
It was.
I'm definitely
Sounds
using
like a
one
very
of
interesting
my
stream.
videos. I'm definitely using that. It's too good.
Yeah, oh man. Oh god, it was funny.
So was Sans streaming on Twitch, or was he on YouTube?
No, that was on YouTube last night. He's I think he's kind of streamed daily on Twitch, but I think he had the Vestas wind turbine to build. He streamed on YouTube. So
did he enjoy building that? Because to me, it just looks.
Oh
like
yeah, no, he loved it. He loved that thing. That he's been raging about that set for like months, which is why Ryan got it for him.
It's a good set. It's a good set.
It does look pretty cool. If I had a city, it would be one that I would definitely want to.
It's like humongous though, so it's definitely going to stand out in the city.
Yeah,
Shy, I've got to be honest. Every time I see someone who's got that, I mean, it sticks out like a sore thumb. I mean, you'd have to put holes in your shelves to make that one.
Yeah, that's not going to work here. I can't do it. So if you see, like, I even have the haunted house in my city, right there. You see it?
Really?
I had to, right there.
Oh yeah.
So I have to cut 2 floors off of it so I can fit it. It's not. Yeah, I'm not doing the best with wind turbine.
I'm liking your minifigure stand. That's a bit special, isn't it?
Oh yeah, this. Yeah, that's my next video that is actually rendering right now in the YouTube world. So
check that one out, folks. Look at that. Look, that's what you call a 501st.
Yep. So I have a whole company worth of 501st. So that's how I'm going to display them.
That is impressive. Now, this is a funny thing, folks. So I'm watching Emmasauras the other day, right? And I watch her videos because I watch her videos all the time, folks. Believe it or not. And I'm sitting, and then she comes up with this minifigure hack for displaying minifigures. And I thought this is strange. Anyway, so she pulls out something. Let me get it out here. That looks quite like this. There we go. And it turns out great minds do think alike, folks. They really do. So much so that I was thinking of doing this, but not for minifigs, right? But for brickheads. So there we go. Look, voila! There we go. The old family of brickheads there. And the cool thing with this one is this is a little hack, folks. You can get this on Amazon. Is that it extends out, i.e., it kind of goes and fits on that, which is quite handy. Over here, so it's not a bad little hack, albeit when it doesn't drop down. And it beats. If I just grab these, it beats that. There we go.
Hey.
So that's the usual one that I use. Voila. So yeah, so nice one, Emily. So anyone who wants to see something about minifigs and hacks and displays and stuff like that, folks. Check her video out. It's very cool. I really enjoyed it.
I can't believe just how perfectly they fit on that shelf. Like they fit like millimeter perfect on the shelf.
Wasn't that crazy? I was like
that was so satisfying to watch.
Like when I first started filming it, I was like, okay, it'll fit 2 comfortably, right? And then I was halfway through. I was like, oh shoot, like it fits 3. That's awesome. So that worked out really well.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, no, it's very cool. Very cool. So, Matt, what are you building tonight? You look like you've been raiding dots or something like that. What's going on? Because it's not Technic, it's dots with you.
Yeah. It's when we did the House of Dots thing or whatever, they then recently sent us like almost 20 kilograms of dots as a bit of a thank you. So now I've just got to go through and split it up between everyone because obviously, originally we thought, we'll just spend an afternoon, everyone come over and we split it up. But obviously, coronavirus has prevented a bit of a challenge with that, and it's the sort of thing where I just want to get like out of the house. So I've spent 6 or 7 hours doing it now already, and it just, if I move it across here, it almost looks like sort of dealing drugs or something because it's splitting it all up, and got my little weigh scales there so I can measure it out quickly. But so I'll be glad when we get this done.
How much is a quarter?
Yeah.
I don't want to think about it. I did a rough estimate the other day, and it's sort of like I think there's about 200,000 pieces here. So, you get to the point where you're just seeing stuff in such large quantities. Like, there's a bag, and there's probably 5,000 or 6,000 pieces in there.
Blimey. Look at that. Yeah, you're literally seeing dots, Matt.
Yeah, exactly. And there's another 5,000 or 6,000. Like, it's just. And
what are we going to do with them all?
Well, I'm splitting them up so that the other people who are working on it, they're going to end up with their sort of share of it. And I mean, for me, it just goes into the collection for doing mosaics and things like that. But then even after a while, it's like, well, you know, what do I do with a kilogram of teal tiles? Like, it's just mental.
Yeah. Well, it is really. Yeah. God, that is a big weight of it. Set up your own bricklaying store or something like that, Matt. Call it the Till Shop or something like that. We've got Jarve Bricks in the house. Hey, Jarve, how you doing, mate? Brother from another brick. Say laugh out loud. Hey, Greg. Good to see you, B-Fab. How you doing? B-Fab, how's your job going anyway? Last week I was in, you was, I think he was on a break or something, working at Walmart. Or you had an interview for something. Anyway, hope that went well, mate. It was good fun seeing you. So yeah, Solo. How's your building going?
Ta-da! There you go. Ooh, dog.
Are you gonna, Solo? Is it readable for the play action that's in there?
It has got the play action. There you go. Da-da-da-da.
That was awesome.
Cool.
Yeah,
That is super cute.
that's all right.
That is rather awesome. I've got to be honest, it's nice. I don't know about the singing, but the
My crescendo voice is not good enough for you.
So Solo, are you ready for a bit of action? A bit of a weekly Friday action?
We can have a bit of action.
All right, good stuff. So Emily and Guava, I don't know if you've seen this, but we do little segments every now and
It's not what you're thinking, Emily. Don't worry about it.
It's much worse. That's what it is. So we do this segment with Solo, especially anyway. And what is this for a lot of people, believe it or not, this is the highlight of their week, this segment. And the big question that everybody's on their lips today is nothing to do with the new sets coming out in 2021. The big question of the day is this. It is, so, Solo, what's on the rad?
Well, let me get out of my mouth. Today, we have a very lovely high visibility jacket. I'm not going to show off the rest of it because it is laden with my company's logo, but we do have a very flourishing jacket there. Yeah, that can actually go in the bin soon enough. Hey! I've also got loads. There's about 10 tea towels on here. So we got tea towels for days going on here. And there's not actually a great deal on here today. And yeah, one of my thermal tops. There you go. If anyone wants to know what I wear underneath that's my thermal top. Yeah, Under Armour thermal top. Lovely. I'll tell you what, it works like a treat.
When you put that in, you look like you look like I don't know, some sort of minifigure, which is the red head or something like that. It's like the body of Elmo. That's what it is.
I have no response.
So big question then, Solo. One, are they dry?
Damn.
Why would you use your chin to see if something's dry on there?
I'm smelling it.
Logic in that.
I don't know. That's what my nan told me to do. I don't know.
Really?
You can feel moisture better on your chin, apparently.
I presume your name did have on.
I think it's something like you put your elbow in water to test if the water's hot enough for your kid. And I think you put dampness against your chin.
It doesn't work if you've got a beard.
No.
All right. And the second question, Solo, is the radiator on?
No.
Oh, there we go. I love a bit of irony. So yeah, there we go. That's one of the big quizzes of the week, folks. So you can all sleep and rest quietly tonight.
Just only halfway through that did I realise that. Only halfway through that did I realise that rad meant radiator. So that's how I can tell it's been a long week.
I'm not young enough to use the word rad as you use it, Guava.
I just got to answer Doc from BFAB question. Doc, no, I don't feel a drop of tea. And BFAB, yep, I would love some vodka. Brilliant. Send them over. oh, this is whiskey, is it? Sweet.
Whiskey. We'll mix that and make ourselves a little cocktail out of that. I think we will, folks. So yeah. So we've got Matt there with his tons and tons of Lego. Look at all the Lego cups he's got there. Look at it, look. I don't even know what colour that is. Is that purple? I tell you one thing, folks. His kids, they haven't got any cereal bowls to eat any breakfast out of. That's for sure. Look at them all. I mean, Richard, what are you up to tonight? What are you building? Are you building something? Or are you sorting stuff?
I'm building. I have a backlog of hidden side stuff, so I thought I'd sit there and build all the rubbish ones. So I'm doing the graveyard.
Are you going to review it, or are you doing a short on it?
Oh no, I'm not doing anything with this. I just collect the hidden side ones just to have them.
I'm throwing it straight away.
Hey,
I'm throwing it away as soon as you build it.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, no, the kids will play with it, and then it will get put into the into bags and stored, filed.
Yeah. So you put your sets back together after your kids play with it. After mine play and destroy mine. That's it.
I do an inventory. You do an inventory first, and then put it into a bag and put it away so you know it's safe. But I just you brought up a comment a minute ago regarding the Batmobile, because I've just bought the Batmobile and someone's mentioned about the change in the roof.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm interested to know whether mine's got that different roof now or not. I'm kind of tempted to open it.
Well, apparently, if you contact Lego, they will tell you. They'll actually send it to you.
Yeah, no, mine's got the big 6x6 square on the picture, but yeah, who knows? Who knows?
It's a great set. Where's Solo? Where's Solo? I can't see Solo. There he is down there. But everyone keeps moving around. Solo, have you got the Batmobile yet?
Yeah, I've had the Batmobile for a while now.
Have you built it?
No. Oh.
Are you ever going to build it?
I will eventually. I've just got a couple of other sets I want to build first of all. But yeah, one day I will. One day I will. It's definitely on my top 10 list to actually finish and build.
Put it back.
Good man. So, SaraStarBricks. We've got Mr. Starbricks is back in the house again, folks. He's back. There he is. He's sitting on the cat at the moment, in case anyone's wondering where he's gone. There he is. There. Cat bottom right hand corner, folks. There she is. Safe and well. What's your first impressions of the pet store?
It's actually the side build, right?
Yeah, I think it's the townhouse that we're working on now.
The reddish building, so it's not the pet store itself. But it's really cool.
The
It's
only
the
thing,
oldest set we've ever built.
and the only thing I think that, well, not for me, I have classic stuff that I built, but the only thing that I've really done so far is the basement. Just kind of weird. I don't think I built a modular before that had a basement first. Although, which one other one has a basement? What other modular has a basement, you guys?
Right?
None of them does.
The bookshop, the newest one.
Yes,
Because it's also,
the bookshop, exactly. And that one I felt like had a more advanced build on the basement. I don't know, it's a little bit, the set's quite a bit older. It's from 2011, you just said, so, they're always improving building techniques. That's the only problem if you're going backwards in modulars, and maybe Shy Time is My Time probably has a lot more knowledge on that, considering you've built a lot of the older ones. I don't know how you feel about how the older built
the first one. Yeah, the first one I got was actually the Parisian restaurant was my first modular that I got, and then I got Assembly Square. So and then I went backwards in time. So going from building those two sets to building Cafe Corner and Green Grocer was a headache. You definitely appreciate the new way of building and instructions and things like that.
Yeah, exactly.
That's actually the same order I went into, Shy. Really? I bought the Parisian and then Cafe Corner or Assembly Square. And then I was hooked.
Yeah,
they're really cool.
You just have them right next to each other and you have a little block and that's it. You're how can I expand this? And then there you go.
Yeah, I'm definitely hooked. And they're so cool. I can't wait for the police station to come out.
Yeah, I know. I have no idea where I'm putting mine.
Good luck.
I tell you what, right? Well, I'm getting the police station on day one, New Year's Day. I can't believe it, right? But me, Tek, and Solo, we're going to go to Leicester Square. We're going to meet up, folks. It's going to be all right. I'll geek out. That will be, won't it? And but I can't believe that Lego Store is going to be open on New Year's Day. I mean, the poor souls having to work there on New Year's Day. They'll be hungover and everything. They will be. But we're going to be going there. My number one thing that I'm getting on that day is going to be the police station, and of course this is such a weird year, folks. Christmas Day is a Friday. Boom, London Calling, and then of course we've got New Year's Day, which again is Friday. So we're going to be streaming on those days, folks. Don't worry, we're not going anywhere. But Tek, what are you thinking of getting on New Year's Day?
I am thinking Disney Mosaics. I really like the look of those. They look awesome. I'm a big fan of the mosaics, as you know. I built that one. I'm actually working on one now. It's like a minifigure display stand for my Incredibles figures.
Oh, hello! Look at that! Look,
That's so cool.
Oh, nice.
I love that.
So cool.
It's got some stands. I'm not quite finished it yet, but like it's got space for.
He's got skills. That bloke. He's got skills.
Okay, that's it.
Did you break down your Captain Rex?
No, the 501st is somewhere. Hang on.
Oh, I tell you what. I thought
to
we was going to get through a stream without seeing it.
I've changed it. I've changed it to the reef though.
Yeah, so that's my favorite one. That is
so-
really good.
I'm so
love
happy
it.
with this, man. Like, I'm so happy. This is the first mock I've done since I've been like making videos and stuff again, and I'm proud of it, and I'm happy to be proud of it. It's cool. Yeah. But I'm
I've got to
definitely
be honest, Tek, I'm proud of you because that is actually a very good work of art.
Thank you, Matt. If you don't want any of those dots, they would be much. They would go to good use over here. That is for sure. So I would take them if you need.
Yeah. Well, ladies, give me a bit of a list of what you might be interested in.
Anything. Like I said, I've got. So I did a mosaic in it because these fit the IKEA box frames. So I've designed them to fit in those, so I can have them like dust free. And I did one for my Disney Series 2 figures. I've got this one, and then I've got. I'm going to be doing one for the Disney Series 1 as well. That's just a recolor of the first one with a Mickey silhouette. So yeah, but I've designed so many of these. I've got one designed for the DFB series, which is like a football. Yeah, I'm going wild, and I'm absolutely loving the mosaics. So yeah, that's what I'll be buying day one, I think. I accidentally turned all my vouchers into in-store, my VIP points. I was meant to turn them into online vouchers, but I accidentally changed them into store vouchers. So I think I'll just use them when we go up on New Year's Day. But yeah, that's gonna be a really good fun day. And if anyone else in the UK is free on New Year's Day and not too hungover, then feel free to join us. We're just gonna go have some breakfast, hit the Lego store for a bit, and then come back and jump on a stream. So more merry.
I think we're going to be streaming on New Year's Day, folks. As long as the trains work and everything else there is, because who knows what the transport system's going to be like. But anyway, I'll be driving. Worst case scenario.
Yeah.
We're going to be streaming on New Year's Day from 4 p.m. Having had a bit of a get together with me, Solo, Tek. I think Victoria Fisher's going to be there. I think BrickScene Studios might even turn up as well. Who knows? Someone else was going to be there as well. Oh, yes, it. A guy I work with in the office, he's going to be there as well. So there we go, folks. If everyone's in Leicester Square on New Year's Day and they're wondering why there's a load of geeks flying around with cameras, brooding over the strangest of things, it's us. That's the way to think. Matt, you're more than welcome to come as well. Don't forget, Matt, you're quite close to London. So hang out with the cool kids and that Guava. Everyone, absolutely everyone in the UK, if you're going to be anywhere on New Year's Day, come down to Leicester Square and enjoy a Big Mac with us because we love it. So yeah, we're looking forward to that. What about you then, Solo? What are you thinking of getting on New Year's Day?
I don't know. I'm after looking at some of the sets in London a couple of days ago, yesterday, whenever the hell it was. Yeah, yesterday. I'm really tempted for the Batwing. So tempted. That just looks so cool, and it's a lot bigger than what I thought it was as well. Yeah. So I think that might be something I might tempt myself towards, because I was when I was in the London store yesterday, like thinking like when we talk about the Millennium Falcon, there's no way am I buying that at a Lego store. No way am I carrying that thing back with me. So yeah.
I tell you what, Solo, that would make a brilliant video to watch me struggling walking home all the way from the Lego store.
I tell you what, the sets I bought yesterday, I wish I actually kind of filmed it, because me and my missus, we were walking around the shopping centre and I was sweat. I'll tell you what, my arm was killing me after, well, both my arms. Both my Jesus, yeah.
After your Lego haul.
Does the Falcon not still come in the box with the wheels?
That was phase 1 they did that.
They haven't done that since.
Yeah. Yeah, I got one of those. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Should request that.
Who just out of interest then, Emily, how long did it take you to build and construct and assemble the Millennium Falcon?
That one took a while. Mostly, honestly, like my husband built most of that one. That was like his big set, you know, like that was a big deal. So he really wanted to build that one. And I want to say, like, what was that?
He didn't share.
Not too much, unfortunately. I don't know. We might rebuild it at some point, but probably not. But it probably took him. It was probably about 2 weeks. Like about like 1 bag per day. You know, go to work, come home, build a bag because the bags are pretty big on that, if I remember correctly. So yeah, that was a project for sure.
It is a fantastic looking set.
It looks amazing.
Yeah,
once
I'm
you're
so
done
happy
with
we have that. Yeah, once you're done.
Done with it, you look at it and you're like, okay, now what?
Yeah.
Now where to put it?
Where do I put it?
Where am I going to put this thing?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
You got a stand, Shy?
Yeah, I got a Wicked Brick stand, which is the same company with this display case that I'm using. It works very well. I like it. Yeah.
Can I see it? Do you have it there?
Yeah, I've been looking at those
behind the stand itself is behind the piano, but hold on.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I want to put mine like up here eventually, but I don't know.
Look at this for an epic set.
Yeah, it's just
cool.
It stands up. It's pretty hidden in there, so I can't really show it. Yeah,
That's neat. You'll have to send me the link at some point. I might want to check that
I'll
out.
send it to you. I'll
Cool.
DM it to you.
Nice.
You can mount it on your wall too. There's ways to. It's the same stand. It gives you instructions to mount it on the wall if you don't want to mount it, or if you don't want it on a stand.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I still need to mount mine. Mine's just like on the floor somewhere, and it's kind of it gives me anxiety when it's just like not in its proper place.
Try having 2 kids running around.
I cannot even imagine.
Oh, that would be crazy. That would be crazy. So yeah, Richard, you've got a couple of kids, haven't you? Are they interested in Lego?
Yes. Yeah, the youngest, sorry, my older one was essentially my excuse to get back into Lego myself. You know, I was when he was finally able to put 2 bricks together, I felt that was my license to go and spend as much as I want on Lego. So yes, he has a little tub of Lego, and I have more.
I have more.
He's ahead of me though. He goes, "It'll all be mine one day anyway." So that's what he's already planning for the future without me.
What my missus is really hoping for is waiting for me to like drop it, so she can just get rid of everything here, so she can actually put stuff up on the walls that's hers.
As long as she doesn't sell it for what you told her you paid for it, though.
No, she'll probably just put it in the bin though, and I wouldn't trust her.
Yeah, well, that's my problem. Yeah.
I tell you what, I'm going to drop out. Let Si hop in for a little while. I'll give him a go.
Before you go, Solo, I need some Star Wars knowledge.
None here.
Is this Star Wars related?
I don't recognise it as a Star Wars thing. No. I
don't think so.
I'm thinking Slave One, but I don't think so.
No, it's not Slave One. No.
How about this one?
Oh yeah, that is. That one is. Snow tank.
Yeah.
That's off. That's off the UCS set, isn't it?
Yeah, it could be off the UCS set as well, but I think that's used on the Snell tank as well, the Joy Snell tank.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Cool. It's not a great set.
You don't think it's a great set?
The Snell tank, nah.
The Corporate Lancet, that was 20 quid. It come with 2 Death Troopers, 2 that was an incredible set. What are you talking about?
It was a good value set, don't be wrong, but well, probably because I didn't rate it very well because my daughter got hold of it and suddenly realised how weak it actually was. But,
I love that set. I did take one of the track pieces out because I found that like the friction would come off the roller sometimes. So I did do that, but oh man, I love that. I think I've got like 4 or 5 of those.
Yeah, it's okay, but no, I didn't rate it that much, to be fair.
Woodshop, Rogue Runner says, I'm almost positive the dark red piece is either Atlantis or Exoforce.
Atlantis.
Exoforce, now that's a possibility. because there was quite a lot of Exoforce instructions with the whole.
Did I freeze then, or did everyone else freeze?
No one.
No,
good. Just you, Greg, I think. Hey, Guava King's got it.
There it is. There it is. Guava King's got the snail tank in his hand there.
It's a pretty cool set. I like it.
I like it. I really like it.
That's cool.
They kind of went backwards when they didn't put the printed part. Like they didn't print the dish for the one they did in 2013.
No,
the episode 2 base one, which was a bit of a shame.
Yeah. I'm going to drop it anyway. I'll let Si hop in, and I'll hop back in later on, perhaps.
Yeah, okay. Right. Solo, just one thing before you go. Today's Mandalorian, no spoilers, folks, don't worry. Was it a yay or a nay?
It was definitely a yay. I couldn't say it's definitely my favourite one, but it definitely had some brilliant character growth, and it really made you feel, looking at both sides of the fence. It's definitely, it's not one of those ones that you don't want to miss. You can see both sides of the stories now. You don't, But without giving anything else away, I'm going to hop out.
See you in a bit, Solo.
I'll see you guys in a bit.
Bye.
See you in a bit.
It's something I realised here. Streamlabs actually tells you when someone's trying to get into the studio and it's full. That's a new one. Never been there before. Anyway, so in a moment, folks, Si O'Connor will be back in the house with us, and hopefully I'll be able to work out what's going on with my home internet system. But anyway, I'll look at that tomorrow, folks. I will be. And just so everybody knows as well, I've got a new thing starting tomorrow. It's just me streaming, just myself for maybe an hour, a couple of hours, or something like that. It's called London Eye, and if you're interested in watching, I'll be kicking that off at 4 p.m. tomorrow afternoon, folks. So yeah, if you're interested in having a look at that, check it out. Details, of course, are down in the description below, as always. Everything's in the description below, folks. Even the meaning of life is in the description below. Right, and talking about the meaning of life, this guy is the meaning of life. He is, of course, the wonderful Si O'Connor.
Yeah, I'm back. Thanks, Solo. Appreciate it, man.
We missed you, mate. Oh, what you got there? Is that a Lego box, or has it got celebrations in it?
Well, no, there's the Millennium Falcon on top from the from this.
Oh yeah, I was going to say that isn't the Millennium Falcon UCS one, that's for sure.
No, definitely speaking about this, I think.
Yeah. Now, I've got a question for Emmasauras.
What's up?
I was thinking that what you're wearing a top. I was thinking at first, is that United Colours of Benetton? But then I'm thinking, no, it could be an official Lego product.
It is. I got the Levi's Lego jumper, and I just love it. I don't know. It's really cozy, and I can never really wear it because I'm just really scared of getting stuff on the front because it's white. But
yeah.
I figured this was a Lego stream. This is a very safe place. I can't make too much of a mess here, so I thought it'd be a good idea to wear it.
That looks good. I really like it. I personally haven't bought any Lego attire, folks. I really haven't. I was wondering, is anyone else? Richard, have you bought any Lego attire?
Well, I actually went out I was in Wellington here in New Zealand a few weeks back, and they had the Levi's store. I went in there and I would have bought some, but they didn't have it in my size. I would have been swimming in it. So I saved myself an absolute fortune by not buying it. But I do quite like the hoodie though,
Mm-hmm.
But like you say, the last thing you'd want to do is sit here with a coffee and just
I'm so scared all the time.
Well, at least Lego doesn't stain if you spill Lego down it. But
right.
Yeah, I'd be too scared to ruin it. I mean, that's a couple of $100 here. That hoodie. It's a lot of money.
Yeah,
it's a lot of money. But cool though.
Yeah, they're very cool. Yeah,
very cool.
Someone compared it to like price per piece, obviously, like price per wear, and I'm like, okay, what's the breakdown?
Price per wear, yeah. I would have bought the hat actually. If they had the hats there, I probably would have bought that because then you can change up the design on the front.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like to get hats as well. Is that Richard? Is that a proper official Lego Is that Levi's as well, or is it?
Yeah, it's a Levi's one. They have caps and beanies, but yeah, the cap was the one that I like. So I wear caps normally when I'm out. So yeah, and they had the big square on the front of it. You could chuck your dots on. Yeah, no, it would have been cool. Would have been cool, but like I say, they were all out of the good stuff. They'd all been bought, so there was only like triple XLs left. I think it was. So,
blimey, yeah.
That wouldn't look good on me.
You can always grow into it.
Yeah, I can start eating now and hopefully get into it in the next couple of years. Yeah,
that's it. So,
I do actually want to buy some. I mean, those shoes, I must admit, the Adidas collaboration, the shoes, didn't interest me in the slightest. But the Levi's collab interests me a little bit more. You know, the price doesn't interest me, but the garments, if you like, do interest me.
I really want the Dots pack as well, but they're like really expensive just to buy a Dots pack on its own.
The Levi's one?
Mm.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Did you get it with your jumper, Emily?
Yeah, it came with any of the items, I think. So I got this and then the jean jacket as well because I don't know, I liked it.
Yeah.
It actually looked better than I thought it would. But yeah, it came with a little Dots packet kind of like tied to the tag. So I haven't opened it, just I'm a little scared. I don't know. It's like probably a collector's item, so I'd rather keep it just in the thing.
Okay. So it's cool. Not like a running promo. It just literally comes with every jumper.
I think so. Yeah.
It comes with a packet, doesn't it? Like a specific packet for that.
Yeah, like one per item, basically.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Unfortunately, but
are they like? Am I getting it confused with the Adidas where they were only doing one run? Are they like still continuing to make these? And because I know that they sold out like really quickly.
Right. I don't think so. They might be doing another one. Oh.
I mean, they shouldn't. Like the way the fashion world works, once they do like a collab, once the run is done, it should be done.
Yeah, I was told by the guys where I was trying to buy that they weren't getting any more, and that was it.
Right.
You know, so basically take what we've got and be happy with it.
Yeah.
You know.
Fortunately, that's just the way high fashion works. I used to do that type of stuff. So like, anytime there's a collaboration between two different companies, they don't want to oversaturate. They want to keep it special. So that way, if they were to ever do it again, people get it right away.
Yeah.
I used to collect sneakers as well. You know. So yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. So you're a sneakerhead. Yeah.
I know that game, and yeah.
That's a very dangerous game. Like
it's a heavy game. It's like when all the Lego heads were getting angry about the sneakers disappearing really quick. And it's like, hang on, these sneakerheads have got years of experience ahead of anyone in the Lego community at getting things and taking them out of the market. You know, so yeah, once they're gone, they're gone. But there's going to be more Adidas sneakers as well. I saw some brown Mandos NMDs that look pretty cool.
I saw those. Those look really cool.
Those look really cool.
I'm excited.
I'll be gutted if I miss out on those ones, to be honest.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. Yeah, I tried for the Adidas ones, the very Lego ones, not the new wave coming out. And I had no idea what I was doing. Like zero clue. I signed on to the Adidas and I was like, okay, here's my info. There's a drawing. It's like a lottery. That's weird. Okay. But yeah, it was just so different.
You need
not what I was expecting.
Hi, Malik.
Hi, Sarah.
Hey, how are you?
Good.
Oh, that's awesome. How was your day and how was your weekend?
Good.
Good. I like that smile. You can tell the tooth fairy has been over there.
Yeah. You're looking very handsome tonight.
Is that a PlayStation shirt?
Yeah.
Wow, that's super cool. I like that a lot.
It's pajamas.
That is a cool pajama. I want that. That's cool.
Birthday pajamas.
Wow. He's very cool. I like that. Oh, wow. That is slick.
That is very cool.
Look how cool that is.
He's got good taste.
Bye. Good night.
Bye, Novak.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. So, Guava King, how are you getting on with the epic transporter?
I took a little bit of a break, you know. So I'm only on the middle of bag 3. Yeah, I'm slacking a little bit.
How many pieces in that set? Is it about 1,000?
I'm not actually sure, to be fair. I can look it up.
I think it's about 1,000.
Yes, transport. Okay. Yeah, it's probably about 1,000, you know.
Yeah.
It's looking pretty beefy.
Okay. So Emmasauras, when you built that set, how many was it? I mean, did you think it was a good addition to a Lego Star Wars collection?
I think so. I mean, I really liked it because it kind of bridged between the Lego Star Wars and like what I think of as Disney. So that was just kind of unique about it. Plus, it was kind of cool having a set that, like, at least as far as I know, only exists at Disney World. But I think it's pretty cool. Like, I think it is kind of, I don't know. I feel like it's starting its own kind of group because I have a lot of like different Lego Star Wars ships that stand alone. Like, they're from the movies, everyone knows them, but I don't know. I recommend it. I think it's a cool ship.
Yeah, yeah. Do you think though? Here's a question for you. Do you think that they should have just sold that set at Galaxy's Edge?
Yes.
I'm like kind of torn on that. Just I feel like Lego sets should be available everywhere. Like there's been a lot of like the regional exclusive things this year that's really bummed out a lot of people. So I kind of get like if you go to Legoland, you can only get a set there kind of thing. But at the same time, it would totally bum me out if there was a Lego Star Wars set that I wasn't able to purchase, unless if I booked a plane ticket, went to Disney World, bought a ticket there. So I guess my short answer is no.
Was the plan originally not to sell it there, but then the pandemic came along, they couldn't sell it, so they just decided to sell it everywhere, exclusively, not to shops, but like to Lego Store.
Oh, is that what happened?
Oh, I didn't know that.
I heard that, yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Because the Lego, the parks weren't open, so they never would.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. I think it would have been. I think it would have been a cool set to have like on shelves at the park for like 10 years or whatever, or until they like switch it out for another one or something. I quite like that idea. It definitely would have made me get on a plane and go. Because like I'm not really fussed for it, to be honest. But I know that if I was at Disney World and I'd just been on the ride, I would be picking it up like without a shadow of a doubt.
Yeah, definitely.
I think
a little one, you know, because you go to Denmark and you get like it was like all the world went crazy at the beginning of the pandemic, didn't they? When the Lego shop at Denmark started selling off all their sets to everybody in the UK. I think it was basically the UK that could get them, and of course all the Americans went nuts. And then fast forward 6 months with all this blah blah about never selling any regional sets, and then what do? They come out with the frigate, don't they? And only the Americans can buy them. So I don't know. What goes around comes around. That's all I can say to that. But Emily, did you manage to get hold of one of those frigates?
Unfortunately, I did not. I wish I did though. But
Nope.
No, I wasn't.
Oh, well,
they sold out pretty quickly.
Richard, you're in like New Zealand. You're away from everything in the world. But did you manage to get hold of one? You got some contacts.
That transport ITS that sold widely here. That's still on the shelves here. I got it. Yeah, I got it before it came out. Actually, I did a review on it.
What about the frigate? The exclusive frigate?
Oh, the frigate. Sorry, I thought you were talking about the transport. No, the frigate. I've got one on the way. Apparently, I managed to get someone the Monster Book of Monsters from here, and they've managed to get me the
trade.
And we're doing a swap. So
that's a good trade.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that is a really good trade. I like it. I sometimes prefer doing a trade as opposed to buying stuff.
Especially if it's hard to get somewhere, like if I can get the Monster Book of Monsters. I've managed to get 3 of them now for people, so that is essentially readily available here. But yeah, we've got no show of getting that bloody frigate. So yeah, and I'd prefer the frigate to the Monster Book of Monsters. So I was happy to trade it. Happy to trade it, very much. But I hope they make a big one day. I really do hope they make a big one with minifigs.
Cool. So this has been a bit of a special stream this month, folks, for all sorts of reasons. But one of the big specialities of doing this stream tonight is having Emily on with us. But Emily's got to go and do this thing called a job in a moment. God forbid. So, Emily, first of all, it's been wonderful having you here. And what I always ask people at the end of the stream is if they've got anything coming up in the next week or so, or maybe what the build-up is to Christmas and all that sort of thing. So feel free to plug yourself away and tell us what's coming up on your channel in the next week or so.
Yeah, sure. I mean, really just trying to think about 2021 sets and just trying to get out some fun holiday videos before the end of the year. Because, I mean, there's only 1 month where you can actually do that. And it's just so much fun to have my holiday display behind me here. But yeah, like I really do appreciate you having me on and being able to chat with all of you guys. This is so much fun. So yeah, I really appreciate being here.
You're very welcome. We are honoured by your presence. So thanks for coming in. Folks, Emily's details are down in the description below, as I said earlier on, with the meaning of life as well. And check her out. She's got a great, fantastic channel. If you love Scooby-Doo and you love Star Wars and you love Lego Cities, then boom, go over.
There you go.
Winner. Yep, winner.
Good stuff. All right, well, lovely to see you, Emma. You take care, and hopefully we'll see you again soon.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Bye.
See you later.
Bye.
So, Solo, when you're ready, feel free to pop back in again, my friend. And then we'll be the circle is complete once again. So I'm like now, Richard, very rare do I say this, but you're seeming to be so relaxed today.
I just haven't woken up properly yet. That's what it is.
I'm like the one thing I'm after now. All this working from home malarkey. I've had a serious situation this week where I sat on a chair too hard and basically split it in half. But I suppose that's what I get for going to IKEA for that. And I'm thinking next, what I should maybe get is maybe some sort of gaming chair or something like that. And you seem to be sitting on one.
Yeah, I bought this only a couple of weeks ago. Oh, not a couple of months ago now, I suppose. At the end of our lockdown. It's not even a very expensive one, but it's a life changer. I had a proper office chair before that, and I'll never go back to one. I like the whole idea of the laid back with a pillow and stuff like that, you know.
Yeah, no, I like it. And
I recommend it.
Can you on Instagram? Do you mind sending me the name of the make of it, because it looks pretty good?
Absolutely. Yeah. It wasn't an expensive one, but it seems solid as heck. So yeah, I love it.
That's right, mate. I'm as cheap as they come. I really am. Yeah, honestly, I'm not joking, folks. I got an Amazon delivery come, and I sat back down on my desk quickly because I was doing some work. And anyway, next thing I heard a big split, and it was the chair that I was sitting on. I was nearly an accident, to say the least. But anyway, talking of, I was going to say talking of accidents, here's Solo. But anyway, here's Solo. Solo, you're a gaming man. I thought for quite a while you was going to do a bit of a gaming channel, but do you have a gaming chair?
I used to have a gaming chair. I had a what do you call it? I think it was a healthy gaming chair. Oh my god, that was incredible. But I had to get rid of it when we moved in here. But that was so good. While you guys were talking about it backstage, I was just having a look to see if they're still going. They are, and they're on Amazon. 76 quid. I was like, I paid 120 quid for my one. But they're amazing. Really cool.
Send me a link to it, Solo. Send me a link to it.
I'm going to send you a link.
Then I can sit here and look all cool. Because at the moment, folks, I'm sitting on a stool. And I tell you what, it's like sitting on... It's like sitting on a razor blade, truth be known.
I tell you what, your posterior would never feel more in paradise than having one of these chairs.
Yeah.
I'm sold on that one. You should have been a salesman, Solo, for that chair.
But not only that, they've also got like lower leg, like to on the top of your leg. They've also got little restraints as well, so you're not straining at all. Oh, they're great, absolutely great. I'll send it over to you.
Oh, mine ain't that cool, man. that's next level.
They are super awesome. They used to be really.
I just like the lumbar support part. You know, that's to me that's the game changing bit. You know.
Really, the lumbar support. Yeah,
I used to play a lot of games. I used to play a lot of games, and I used to sleep in the chair as well. It was just insane. It was great. It was
I'm going to be sitting on a stool doing these live streams. Heck, that's what 3.5 hours. No way, no way.
Yeah, you got to sit on something comfortable. Blimey. Anyway, look. Oh, let's have a look at this for the love of God. I'm liking it. Look at that.
Some might say it's incredible.
Get
Get out of here.
Is that meant to be the back symbol?
Yeah. Do you think I've captured it well? Just got the wrong thing. This Jack
It reminds me a little bit of a yoke. But that looks great.
This Jack fig is adorable. Like, it's so.
He looks cooler than Baby Yoda. Just saying.
Oh man. Cool. Yeah. So I'll put that. I've also got, because the other figures. So these all come in the 4+ sets, and then also in those 4+ sets, you got. I'm gonna put all these names. I think Screenslaver.
Yeah.
The Underminer, who I haven't put cape on yet. Brick.
Yeah.
And the other Elastigirl.
Yeah.
With the long arms, which is really cool. And then also there's Frozone coming in the Disney Series 2. And so did Mr. Incredible, that's got an was it Mr. Incredible? No. It was Edna in Series 2. And then Mr. Incredible and Syndrome in Series 1.
Yeah.
So I've got a load more bricks that I can do like two more rows and put them in as well. So once I've got all those, I can do that. But yeah, I'm happy. I'm loving doing these mosaics. Can you tell? Like,
please do not show my daughter that, because she goes absolutely mad for the Incredibles, especially Jack.
Amazing.
I mean, you know, I don't know whether anyone's watched it, the shorts of Edna and Jack, where obviously Edna's trying to work out. If you haven't seen it, I'm not giving a spoiler warning, but I mean, obviously she's trying to work out all of his powers and all that kind of stuff. And on Disney Plus, they've actually got like a little short on just the sheer mayhem. It is so hilarious. If anyone's got Disney Plus, go watch it. It's really fun. But my daughter, she'll sit through the entire thing just going, Jack. God, shut up. But it is good though. It is so funny. Jack is brilliant in that. Really cool.
I watched Incredibles 2 the other day actually, because I was I knew I was going to be doing this, building the sets. I also did a mock review of like creator expert style Incredible. So yeah, I was kind of looking at just watching it for research and stuff. It's a really good film actually. I quite enjoyed it.
I still think the first one's better though.
The first one is better, but usually the second film tends to never be as good. But I do find with Pixar, generally, I'm going to probably eat my words immediately as I say this, but generally I quite like a lot of the sequels for a lot of the.
I tend to agree with you there, Tek, because I think like I think they always kind of like go on the high and then they kind of take a dip. I think with the Incredibles they took a bigger dip because they took so long at making the next one. We had 3 car movies, but 1 bloody Incredible film. It's like,
especially because they kicked it off. Or they left it on such a cliffhanger that you were like, okay, this is going to be imminent. But then, you're right. It did take so long. But I'm always like the animation it just looks so crisp and incredible.
It's hard to believe where like Pixar actually started from, from Steve Jobs and a couple of guys. Well, Steve Jobs actually funding it and then coming out with Toy Story. And now look at them. They're just an empire, owned by an empire. I think generally whenever time Pixar comes out of a film, despite Cars is probably their weakest one. Will we all agree? Cars is probably the
Whoa. Sorry, what Cars is the weakest?
I would say Cars 2 and 3 are definitely the weakest. Yeah, I'm
Planes
saying it
literally exists.
Fight me for it.
Planes.
When you put Cars next to Toy Story and Incredibles and some of the other ones out there, it is bottom of the park. You've got Up, for crying out loud. That makes you cry within the first minute.
Kick him.
I don't know.
Well, Tek, what do you feel is the weakest one out of all the Pixar ones?
Cars.
No. Cars, I love Cars. I watched Cars. Cars 2 is the weakest of the three. But I watched Cars 2 back again the other day, and it wasn't as bad as I remember. I remember seeing it at the cinema and not liking it, but I watched it back the other day and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I thought it was a lot better than I originally gave it credit for. What would I say is my least favorite Pixar?
I think we also got to get the chat in this. Which one do you think is the weakest ones? Come on, let's get the chat. Come on, be on my side. Go on.
Yeah.
Did everyone get excited about the fact that they announced a whole bunch of new ones to come yesterday as well?
I need to look at all that, but yeah.
Good. Like 12 Pixar things through Disney coming out over the next
Disney, man.
I've heard
that was a great announcement yesterday. All the stuff that got announced yesterday is, hopefully my next 5 to 10 years are sorted. As far as entertainment goes.
That's it. Ninja the Bricks was asking if it's built on a base plate or if it's just on plates, but it's just a load of 6x6 plates put together. Because like I said, it fits in a IKEA shadow box frame. So yes, I just built it with plates rather than putting it on a base plate. It's like a little bit flexible, but yeah, for the most part, yeah, I wanted to have it sort of dust free in a frame I can hang up. But
I think you're avoiding the subject now. You're avoiding it.
No. There was questions in the chat, so I was trying to keep. But yeah, I was going to follow on with that. Lex says, "What if I told you I've only seen the first Cars, Tech? Should I watch them?" I really enjoy 3. I think 3 is worth watching. If you're going to avoid, you don't need to watch 2 to watch 3 or anything. 2 is very different. It's like Mater's film as opposed to Lightning McQueen's, but then the third one goes back to it focusing on was Bolt Pixar? Yeah, okay. I didn't mind Bolt. I think that's because I love Miley Cyrus though more so than the film was actually amazing.
Oh dear God.
Mr. Starbucks says,
I thought you were cool, Jack. I thought you were cool.
Well, he is only 10 after all, so we got to let him off.
When you say you watch these
he's got
these
time to
movies
mature.
at the theaters, I actually sort of thought that he probably was young watching them then. He wasn't. It's not like you've got to watch them as an adult.
Yeah, I was in my prime when these films were coming out. Maybe not supposed to like Cars 3. I suppose I was probably a little bit older.
When you actually think of the actual the structure of them. So you got Toy Story, Incredibles. I'm trying to think of the other ones. Cars. I'm trying to think of the other trilogy ones that they've done. I'm probably missing a couple. Which ones out of those? So out of those 3 that I just mentioned, which one would you rank? Where would you rank them at? Which one would you go? Yes, I could sit through all the Toy Story 1 to 4. Or would you rather jump to Cars, or would you rather jump to?
I'd personally, I'd be interested to know what everyone else thinks as well. I'd personally choose Cars. However, Toy Story has 4 very consistent films that are all on like pretty much on par with each other, I would say.
Yeah, I'd go Toy Story for sure.
I think hands down Toy Story.
Yeah,
Toy Story. Yeah,
I don't think Cars could even compare to Toy Story.
But I'd like Wall-E above Toy Story.
Yeah, Wall-E. Yeah. Oh, Wall-E is amazing.
Has everyone seen Bernie? That little short movie?
Yeah.
That's cool too. Yeah, I'll check that out. That's on Disney Plus as well. Bernie.
Yeah, I need to. Yeah,
all the shorts. All the shorts on. I'll tell you, all the shorts, Pixar shorts on Disney Plus. They're all amazing. Really cool.
Yeah, that was the 2 things with when Pixar, as they got into their run, that they stopped doing. One was like the end credits where they used to do it as like blooper reels and things. They used to be hilarious.
Oh man!
And they stopped doing that. And then some of the shorts, like it used to be the thing. Every Pixar they'd release a short with it, but then after a while they sort of sometimes they did and sometimes they didn't.
I remember the blooper reel specifically at the end of Toy Story 2.
Yeah.
When Woody's like coming out of the box and he just keeps bursting into laughter. Like, I used to find that was really good.
I mean, Sarah, what's your favorite like kind of Pixar movie? What's your kind of go-to for you and Mike? You sit down and read. I apart from Up, which obviously is going to make you cry your eyes out.
We usually do marathons, so I think we just did a Pixar marathon. When was that?
Beginning of the year.
Yeah, so we just went through them all, and for me, it's definitely Toy Story as well. As most people, it's the most nostalgic for me, and I don't know, it's hard to beat Toy Story.
No, I see that. Like I said, they're real, really consistent. What I loved as well is like everyone after like 3 was such an amazing conclusion for those characters. I love that they didn't try and like when they announced the 4th one, everyone was like, oh well, what's the point? Like they've kind of concluded their story, but they didn't try and go back and kind of change any of that. It was 4 was its kind of own thing in a sense. Like you had the trilogy and then it was its own kind of story.
I think Cabbage Face brings up a really, really good one. Ice Age. I really, really love Ice Age. No, it's not Pixar. Though.
That's not a Pixar.
No, who actually made that one?
DreamWorks.
DreamWorks.
I mean, DreamWorks animations. I mean, you got Shrek and all that kind of stuff on that. I mean, they good contender.
I think that was my favourite Pixar film.
What was that? Sorry.
Bugs Life.
Bugs Life. Yeah.
Bugs Life. Yeah, that's a good one.
Bugs Life.
That's a good shout. I mean, maybe we'll get some, Lego sets coming out with those ones. A bit like, again, no spoilers, folks. I was watching the Mando today, and I thought to myself, "Blimey, there's some seriously good Lego sets that could come out of that episode."
Oh, ain't that just? I think that's an entire wave on its own. I think what Mando's been pumping out lately.
Do you think that
all those new stuff that got announced as well, like potential Lego sets from things like Rogue Squadron and
yeah, but it's another ruddy X-wing though, isn't it? Another TIE fighter.
But you know, I'm not talking about that. I didn't want to sort of give any spoilers away on the other ones, but some of the other ones look really interesting, like the Acolyte and
the Acolyte. I am really, really interested because obviously now we're focusing on the dark side instead of the heroes. Yeah,
Bad Batch as well. Hopefully they'll.
That trailer for the Bad Batch. Oh my god, that was just got me so pumped. I mean, the animation looks even better. I didn't think it could even get any better than the last 4 episodes, but my god, it looks so good.
I've not seen it. Is it the same animation style that they use?
The same animation style, yeah. They haven't gone to Rebels. It's gone straight from the Clone Wars, same animation style. It looks, oh god, it looks really, really good.
They even had the Clone Wars logo, and then the fire burnt it away to reveal the Bad Batch logo. Yeah, that was good. Yeah.
Do we know if it's still Dave Filoni that's still attached to this one, or is it going to be someone else?
I would be sure if it wasn't.
If
he wasn't.
Because I heard that he wasn't attached to it either, but Clone Wars is kind of his baby, though, isn't it? So
yeah, I find it hard to believe he wouldn't be involved in that. Executive producer.
Yeah, I think he's definitely got to be attached.
I think he's more interested in the live action stuff now, which would be good.
Yeah. I mean, because he's done the one with Ahsoka in it, didn't he? And I think he's definitely got a talent there for directors of live action now, and I think he's got a taste for it now, hasn't he? So, Disney, don't screw it up for crying out loud.
Gallery Brick, hey man, he says the reason Incredibles is my favorite is because my name is Jack. When I was really young, Incredibles came out, and when Incredibles 2 came out, I was a teenager. What else do we have? People talking about getting all really nostalgic over their childhood favorite films. Ninja says Shrek is a classic.
I think the first couple of Shrek movies are very good. I think the last one's got a bit.
There was a lot of what's people's opinions on Finding Dory?
Never seen it.
Better than Finding Nemo.
No, Finding Nemo. No way. No.
Absolutely. Dory was better than.
Got some really strong opinions, my friend.
Is that a hot take?
Tek, don't drive down here, please.
Really a hot? Is that really a hot take?
Oh, that's neat. Huh? I like her.
But Ellen DeGeneres is great,
but
I'm just
awesome.
saying, but not better than Nemo.
No, it's not better than Nemo.
Dory's so much more lovable than
You're telling me that a baby fish and a strange clown, no, not clownfish, what is she?
Marlin is really annoying in the first film.
Yeah, he is really super annoying. But I find that with any kind of kids film, like those kind of things are annoying.
Whereas Dory's like lovable, and you're following her try find her. Like she's having an existential crisis, and you're watching her like try and like find out who she is.
But the thing is, I saw that in the first film, and and then seeing it again as her as her own standalone film is like, I've seen this before.
It's so much better. The like extra characters as well were really good. Like the seals on the rock, they were funny. Both the whale shark and the beluga whale were really funny. Hank was a great character as well.
Was it Sigourney Weaver that's like the announcer at the aquarium, and it's super random? It's like, what?
Yeah, and then Dory's just like, oh, Dory's just so much more lovable than, because Finding Nemo I found was more about Marlin than it was about Nemo. Like, it was about Marlin.
What's your opinions? Because obviously you got your little ones as well. What would you reckon? Is
Shy or Shy? Who?
Shy. We go with Shy and we try Shy.
Shy as well. I'm not a fan of any of those movies, but as soon as they come on, I'm like just hooked. I'm like, oh my god. But they're not the kind of movies that I'd purposely go and look at. We did have a marathon with Toy Story a while ago, but no, there's other things. There's so many other things that I watch over those kind of movies. I'm sorry.
How about you then, Shy?
We'll just leave.
Going back to like Finding Nemo and Dory, like I really think they're both very different movies with totally two different issues. I mean, I've seen them both a million times because my son really likes watching both of them. Mm-hmm. But I think Finding Dory was actually well done. Like I was not expecting like that to be actually really good, but it's a standalone story on its own. I really like it.
Yeah.
I like the side characters, I guess, in Nemo. Like I like the sharks.
They are. Yeah,
really I really like them. I thought they were super funny. And
remember when the Great White came out the first time? That big smile. Oh, dude, that freaked me out in theaters.
I love the turtles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crush, and
I relate to them so well.
Righteous.
Righteous.
Oh.
How about you then, woodshop teacher? What would you reckon then?
Oh, no, I have had. Well, my eldest, my stepdaughter, was very much into Disney, so I have been watching Sleeping Beauty and Cinderella and Cinderella 2 and Cinderella the Stories. But I would say if I had to choose a personal favorite, it would be Cars, the first one.
Yeah, see. Wicked.
If not only for the theme song.
Oh man, the soundtrack to Cars is the
best.
Yeah, that's got a really good soundtrack.
What I've got to ask, I mean, tell me if I'm reading too much into this. Why am I holding this knife for? Why, if cars are obviously sentient things?
Oh, you're not trying to pick apart like. I'm
just going to ask this. Okay. Why do they still have doors?
What sort of question is that?
There's no one that gets inside them. Why have they still got doors? Why don't you just wipe the doors off them? Done. But why have they got doors?
That's just like
it's like their arms. That's what they look like.
Yeah, you need to stretch.
They have to move their arms.
I think you're reading too much into it, Solo.
But they use their wheels to move around, not their doors. You never see their doors open up. Am I expecting to see a...
You've let 3 good films slip under your radar because you've been worried about their doors.
I've watched all 3 of them. Don't get me wrong. I like them, but I just think out of all the Pixar films, I think they're the weakest ones. I still enjoy them, Oh, we've lost Greg completely. No,
Greg.
I
Don't
like the
worry,
Cars
we'll
movies more than the Incredibles ones, though. I don't know. I find the Cars ones to be more emotional than the Incredibles is. So Incredibles is lower on my list because it's not as emotional feeling to me.
Yeah.
I think if you want an emotional film, just watch Up, because I mean that made me cry like a baby for like weeks.
I mean, in the first few minutes, but then it gets less emotional. I feel like.
Yeah. I love how this is a Lego stream. We just talk about Pixar.
Why is nobody talking about Ratatouille or Monsters Inc? It's starting to become an issue with me.
Okay, Monsters University might be my least favorite.
Yeah, the monsters ones are my favorites too. I think.
I don't mind Monsters University. I don't Monsters Inc.
I like Monsters Inc. But Monsters University I wasn't as keen on.
I think BrickScene is going to head off. He has to collect something very special. Is that right, Rich?
Yes. I appreciate that, guys. Yeah, I've got to go and collect something that I'm not allowed to mention too much. Well, you probably see it in the private chat there, but I've got to go and pick it up and get it built and a review up ASAP. So
give yourself a little plug. Go on, give yourself a little plug.
Yeah. I'm going to go and pick up something and build it and put a review up. I don't really have anything coming up this week. I've got that. None of you guys are in New Zealand, but if anybody's watching in New Zealand, head over to my channel because I'm giving away something pretty special at the moment. I've got a town hall to give away on. I'm going to stream that on Christmas Eve here, which will probably be.
You're giving away a town hall?
Yes.
And only people in New Zealand can go for it?
I'm gonna go over
the biggest tease ever.
It's gonna cost way too much to ship anywhere else. That's the problem. And people are offering to pay for shipping and pay for insurance, and while that'd be great, it'd be a very hard thing to police. So I decided New Zealand only, unfortunately. But
I'm gonna have to leave as well because I got to go over to Ireland and go help Si out with this tunnel. So
by all means, you know, you 2 weeks quarantine down here if you head over now, so you'll probably be able to get here in time.
Those lucky Kiwis.
I'd love 2 weeks in quarantine in New Zealand. Amazing.
Quarantine's pretty sweet, actually. It's apparently pretty flash hotels, you know. But anyway, it's probably better than my house. But hey, look, thanks, guys. I appreciate it. I really do appreciate it.
Bye.
Cheers, everyone. Cheers, everyone in the chat as well. I will see you next time.
See you later.
Cheers, guys.
And that was BrickScene, everyone. Don't forget.
So did we lose Greg completely? Is he gone?
Yeah, he's gone. I was like going to say, and also bye, Greg, because I don't know where he went.
I think Shy Time is in charge of the entire chat now because he's in that corner.
Greg said one more. 24 is 48-hour live stream, so we're here for good, guys.
Yeah, man, we're here.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, there he is. Okay, cool. Took the responsibility off of me. Appreciate that.
Fingers crossed it's Nick this time. So, as Richard was going, I was waving. I was going, Richard, wait.
Gallifrey Bricks brings up a very good point. There's some very mature jokes in Cars that I find really, really funny. One of them is when Mater says about when Lightning comes out of Doc's garage and he goes, he's won 3 piston cups, and then Mater goes, he did what in his cup? I find that hilarious. Yeah. The other one that's a little bit more subtle is at the beginning of the first one, and this is on the Jack brought up. You know the two, I think they're Mazdas, the two fangirls of Lightning McQueen. They go up to Lightning McQueen after the first race. And then they're like, oh my God, I love you. And he's playing it all cool. And then they flash their headlights.
Yeah. He's
getting flashed. And I was like, oh, damn.
There are definitely a lot of quite garage references, jokes going on there. It's
yeah.
I think they kind of dialed that back for the next 2 episodes, though. I think the next 2
they did, yeah. But there's some great jokes in there. There's some really good ones.
I mean, they could have done so much though more with some of those really car related. I mean, just go to a garage, just go speak to any mechanic. We could have given you those kind of things.
Yeah, but then you've got Fillmore that's just this massive stoner and oh man. Yes, Lex, and let me know let me know what you think about it as well.
I think Cars is really good fun. I really liked it. When I watched it, I was completely immersed in this universe of cars that could actually talk.
Yeah.
I like that they have some country music in there because no one ever likes country music.
The Rascal Flatts did such
yes, right?
Yeah, they did such a good job on that. And was it Sheryl Crow that did the?
Yeah, it was Sheryl Crow.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, so good. Disney classic.
That's why I said that single song carries the film entirely for me.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Now I want to watch them all again.
It's coming out on Christmas Day.
Okay.
Sarah, how are you getting on with your pet shop? It looks like you've made some good progress on it.
Yeah, it's the first bag is done, so that's what it looks like. Looks like the
I'm sorry, not the store, the apartment.
the
amazing.
townhouse. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
I know a lot of people bought 2 of these or multiples of these because they really are pretty affordable for modulars, and people like to use them for their cities. So we only have one, but I know a lot of people who enjoy buying multiples of that one.
And they look good when you put them together.
Yeah, exactly.
Like row houses.
Yeah, exactly like a row of townhouses. If these were widely available, we would probably have gotten a few more too, but we have to go on off market.
Guava, how are you getting on with your build? Are you getting back into it?
Yeah, bag 5 now, I think. So the front is coming on now. So
what do you reckon of the front there? It's quite a cool shape.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite. It looks like it's very Tantive 4, isn't it?
I think so too. Now, talking of Tantive 4, I really wish that Tek would actually go and buy it as well. What's your thoughts on that, Guava?
The Tantive 4 or Tek get it?
Both.
Tek, you should get it. I actually have 2, but I haven't built them yet, so I don't know if it is a good set to build. But it looks nice in the box, so that's a reason to get one, if any.
It's been taken off Smith's.
Has it?
So I think it's way on its way out. I missed it. Oh well, I didn't miss the chance. I chose not to buy £150, I think, from Smith's. So I'm like, I'm not paying full price for it. But yeah.
You're going to want it one day, though, Tek. I think you're going to want it.
Like people keep saying this, and like I really don't take much to like cave into peer pressure, especially when it comes to buying Lego.
Well, you're doing a bloody good job at the moment.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. It really doesn't take much for a set that I'm like even half-assed about. But this one, I've just like, I don't know. Maybe there's like a rebellious side of me. Like everyone's saying do it, so I'm not going to do it. And then maybe I will be annoyed. But
I'm just going to say that. I reckon, like Greg said, I think this is one of these kind of sets that you're probably going to sit back in like a couple of years' time and just go, I wish I listened to Greg and Solo. I really do. But at the same time, if you don't want it,
no, I know. It is funny. I can't go anywhere without Will mentioning it. Will Harper, he's always like, "Hi, you got that Tantive yet?" But
you see, it's great minds think alike. You see, though, it's great minds think alike.
I don't know. Like, I just think what's out there for 150 or 180 quid.
It is basically UCS price, isn't it?
It is UCS. Yeah. To be honest, even the box is UCS as well from when they actually done that kind of stuff. It's just a shame that it's not a UCS set because it's bloody close to it.
But then
it's not even a master builder set, sure it's not.
No, it's not. It's just a Lego set, just in a UCS box. It's just really bizarre.
But the
are you guys talking about the Tantive?
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, what are you guys talking about?
Yeah, the Tantive 4. But it's a big set, but it's substantially smaller than the actual UCS one still, though.
Yeah, but I think if you watch M&R's ones, and he obviously puts across, obviously, like it's still a play set. So and it's
that's what I mean. It's a very it's a large play set, and it is really nice. But if it was a UCS set, then maybe I don't know. I don't know. It's still like you go back and look at the size of the UCS one, and if you go back and look at the size of the UCS one, and if they want to make it, they've obviously not made it a UCS set because it's not better the one before because it's nowhere near as big.
I think it's better than the UCS one. I mean, I don't own it, but I think it looks better than the UCS one.
Yeah, I know. I think people thought it was better than the UCS one.
Yeah.
Everyone who's compared it felt as though it was the best version of it.
I suppose because that UCS one was what, like 2002?
Yeah, I think if they updated the UCS one now, boom, it would be it would. I mean, like everything else that Lego pumps out, they always bring out better ones, don't they? But me personally, I don't think they're ever going to get a UCS version of that one again because I think it would just cost more than the Millennium Falcon because it's just that size of a ship.
But you think of other sets around, like. What was the most recent Star Destroyer playset? 140, 150 pound, like first order one, something like that.
Yeah. So about 150 quid, wasn't it?
Yeah, that Tant is like not much bigger than that, if anything. So like it is still it's not in scale, but it's that sort of size for that sort of thing. So I can see why Lego didn't choose to make it a UCS set. But
yeah, I mean I see both sides of the argument. Yeah. But I think for one reason, obviously, it's the more iconic ship than whatever Disney's kind of pumped out for the finalizer. But yeah, I don't know. It's definitely a better looking ship that what Lego's pumped out for than the finalizer that they pumped out. I think it's definitely a better looking one out of the two. I think if you put them side by side, you think that is actually kind of worth the extra 30, 40 quid that you might have spent on it. I don't own the finalizer because I didn't really like the look of what Lego pumped out for that one. But same as the other Star Destroyers that they pumped out, didn't really like them. They just, I mean, I own the Venator one, but they just kind of bulk them out at the top
to get a play feature inside. Yeah,
and I think that's where the Tantive kind of works pretty well because they managed to keep that slimness to it, but also still have those play features built into it.
Do you have it? Shai, do you have the Tantive?
Hi, Lando.
No, I do not.
Not something that takes your fancy.
Not really. Like I have to be very strategic about large sets at this point. And it's like one of those where it's cool. I like it, but like I don't know what to build.
Yeah.
So my tanks I can just stack up on top of each other and call it a day. I think if I'm gonna get another large Star Wars set, it's definitely going to be the Star Destroyer.
Yeah.
So see, that's the problem I have. It's like the Star Destroyer and the Millennium Falcon are so awesome. They're both amazing. I want them both so badly.
Well, if I was you, Solo, I'd get the Falcon first because then you've got options later on to buy them.
Yeah. I'm kind of wishing now I bought it when it was at Smith Toys when it was 500 quid. That.
I thought it dropped to 480. It went for a bigger drop than what the usual one did.
I might hold myself out for like after January, see if there's anything in the sales. Maybe Smiths might drop it again.
Or it definitely will. It will happen again, Solo.
Yeah, big time. Like most of the time, John Lewis have either the Star Destroyer or the Falcon.
Does John Lewis sell this Star Destroyer?
Yeah.
Oh, they do.
They sell them both. Yeah. They can go down to like either 550 or 520, and that's like 20% off. If you find someone that works there, they can stack that and get a 25% discount on top of it. So nearly half price. Falcon or Star Destroyer. That wouldn't be too bad. But
hey, we've got Thinking Bricks in the house. Hey, Thinking Bricks, good to see you, mate.
Hey, man. What else is there?
I mean, I only got my Falcon for $200, so.
Oh yeah.
How did that happen? Well, what's the story behind that, Shai?
I worked for Lego for a split second, so before
that's what I got to do.
Yeah. So when I worked for Lego, I had a lot of gift cards from my previous employees. And they gave me a bunch of gift cards because they said, "Hey, you're going to Lego. We thought this would be funny for you to get a bunch of gift cards," which, to my benefit, was to my benefit. So I eventually, before I left, picked it up and used all those gift cards. So I really only spent like $200.
Wow.
So good.
Wow.
One of my few purchases. I didn't really buy much when I worked for Lego.
Do you regret that now?
Yep.
Yeah. Was it 50% discount, isn't it?
Yeah, 50%. I think I bought the Falcon, some like small sets, both Ninjago City, the docks.
Okay.
I think that was it. That's all I spent. Because there was a cap. Like you couldn't spend, although you get 50% off, you only get to spend up to I think $1,500 after your discount. So you only have so much money you can spend a year, and you just when you work there, it's just not like something you want to you think about.
Yeah, I imagine.
Is it like too much of a good thing when you're there?
Yeah, it's like you immersed yourself in what you love, which is pretty cool. Yeah, but my stint there was not great at the end.
Oh, what was that? Because you're not into retail? It's not your thing, or
no? They found out that I was a fan. That's pretty much it.
They found out what?
That I was a fan of Lego.
And are you not supposed to be a fan of Lego?
For Lego brand retail, no. And the position, how high I was, yeah, I'm not supposed to be.
Well, that's crazy. The documentaries that they showed in over here in Ireland and the UK, the part of the process was, do you love Lego? And you had to be a Lego lover to work in the shop. Even the manager.
This is a US thing. It's a specific. So the Lego group is made up of like a ton of like different Lego companies. It's not one cohesive thing. It's really annoying when you're trying to get somebody from a different part of the Lego group because they're not interconnected so easily. So like Lego retail in Europe is not the same as Lego retail in North America versus Asia or whatever. So the mentality, which I found out later on, was that they don't like hiring AFOLs in the Lego world or Lego brand retail, which kind of sucks because Lego pulled me out of my company, which I worked for like 12 years. Wow. And then when they found out I was a fan, because I never made that apparent, I was just like, yeah, I like Lego, it's cool. But like when I made it apparent, or when they found out, they weren't happy about that and found the smallest reason to terminate me, which was the reason why I got terminated is because I had to help Lego Masters as per directed, and instead of helping them during store hours on the weekend before Black Friday, which was a double VIP, if you guys remember last year what it was crazy. So I'm like, I'm not gonna like make them buy stuff during the store because this is a special thing that I was directed to do. I'm gonna make it do it before we open, just so that I can get you out of the way and you can get out of here. So they used that against me, and the fact that I allowed some of my employees to go home for the holidays, the ones who didn't live in my area, like the ones who had to fly home. I stacked them out so that way, hey, you guys can go home. You can go home these 2 days. You can go home these 2 days. You can go home these 2 days. But because I did that, they used that against me for poor decision making, and I got terminated.
I think that's being a good manager. I mean, that's
the thing. My previous company found out, and they're like, "Please come back." And I'm like, "No, I'm done. I don't want to do retail anymore."
Because I've been doing some research over to how you guys operate over in America with like the way you jobs, and you don't even have to like pay your employees for holidays. It's kind of down to managers or.
The American employment law is very weak in comparison to the UK and European.
I was so shocked. I thought it was just kind of like universal. It's like, you get at least 2 weeks paid holiday, but
not here. But like, so my whole thing is something that I learned in the Marine Corps, and I've had leadership roles throughout my entire life. Is always take care of your people and your troops, your employees, because if you take care of them, they'll do more for you, all that kind of stuff. So I was doing just that. I was putting them before myself. I was actually there a lot, working for my employees. So like when a normal brick specialist would call out, I would stay. That shouldn't be the case. Technically, you'd be like, no, you need to stay. I'm gonna leave. But I never did that. Like I genuinely took care and cared about my staff, and they kind of used that against me to turn me once they found out I was a fan. So I spoke to lawyers about it, and they're like, "Yeah, you have something here. What do you want to do?" And I'm like, "Well, I just want my job back." They're like, "No,
ain't happening."
Yeah, that's not happening. How much money do you want? I'm like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to put my family through that. So I never really pursued it, and that's the reason why I'm a little bitter about Lego in general. But I still love the product.
Yeah.
But the reason why I feel like they didn't like fans is because one, they told me not to hire fans, and I'm like, why? The employees I've hired who are fans of Lego are selling the Lego. You can see on the floor the ones who don't care about Lego at all. They have no enthusiasm about it. So what shocks me is that
product.
What happened?
And they know the product.
Yeah, they know the product. They know the story behind Ninjago. They can speak to kids. It's like they love being there. Why would you not want to capitalize on that? And that the thing is, like, before I got there, the store was in a rut. And when I got there, customer service surveys went up. Everybody was happy. The employees wanted to come to work. The community, the Lego community was happy there. Like, so I didn't understand, like, okay, my numbers were great. The store's making money. You just have to find something stupid to get rid of.
Yeah, see, that kind of baffles me, because it's like exactly what the woodshop teaches there. It's just, surely if you're passionate about the job, you're going to put everything you have got in, what you have into it. It's like me being an engineer. If I be an engineer and being an engineer, my work is going to be, well, rubbish. It's going to be dangerous. So it's just like, how does that make any sense? It kind of...
I don't really think so. I know I applied for a game store position once, and they were telling me in the interview that they also in the US did not want people who were passionate about the games working in the store, which I thought was really weird. But it's really weird. They want to train you from a sales perspective, but they don't actually want you to like what you're selling. It's really weird to me.
It's really weird.
That's so weird.
So
what is the logic behind that?
It's really off. Like that's my old company was like, what? That does not make any sense, like, at all.
So that'd be a bit like me going into fashion. I'm the last person you want to do fashion with. And
yeah, you got that right, Solo.
Yeah.
All I know is that my district, when he termed me, he was crying doing it. So I know it wasn't him that termed me. It was someone really high in the food chain.
Yeah.
So
like you said, that is absolutely mad that you wouldn't pick someone like I say, you pay so much in training someone to be knowledgeable about something when you could have someone that's, like you said, enthusiastic, wants to be there.
Especially someone who is into the hobby, they've basically trained themselves. It doesn't
you just let them go, and like you're so much more motivated to sell something if you know it inside out and you actually care for it.
I love it. There's nothing better for me, folks, than when I go into a shop like John Lewis or whatever, and I'm talking to someone, I ask someone a question about something, a product, and I get their passion. I get why they love it, why they want to sell it to me, and but more importantly, why they believe in that product. And for Lego, at least Lego in America anyway, not to be of that vein amazes me, because those people live and die for your company. They really do.
I was speaking to a girl at the Lego store yesterday, and she said this is like a dream come true, because she's now got like ultimate access to to a hobby, to a whole
dangerous thing too.
To do it as well. And it's like, you lucky girl.
Would you work for them, Solo?
No. I would work for him for the discount, but I wouldn't want to work for him for anything else. That's all right.
I've been in the Lego store in Copenhagen 2 times, and I've seen employees because if you know your product, you can also guide the customers. I was looking at some sets. There came a family up, and I said, "Well, we're looking for, but now my grandson, he's into this and that," and the employees could guide these grandparents to what to buy for their grandchild.
I would think
the product.
It reminds
I had
me
a
of when I was
conversation
living.
with a girl working there. We talked for almost 20 minutes just discussing pros and cons to the different modulars.
It reminds me when I lived in Ohio for like 5 or 6 years, and there was this really beautiful, really nice girl that I used to see at the stores all the time, and she was a Nintendo rep. And when I actually talked to her about games, she didn't really play games herself, and she didn't really have a lot of real knowledge, but she was always like the front face, like salesperson at the booth. When you go to like the Walmart or the Target or Toys R Us, she's like, "Hi, try this game. It's really great." And talks about how wonderful something is, but really when you have a real conversation, didn't
she knows a couple of words and it makes you sound
it's
good.
just sales, right? It's sales.
It's just what it is. And you're probably going to be a better salesperson if you can not like a product and still manage to sell it. Like, I get that, but especially with a company like Lego that I don't know.
Sorry, my kid's screaming in the background.
Okay. It's cool, man.
Just a quick shout out. We have the Lego room in the chat as well. He says, "Hello, great London Bricks."
So, if you guys are familiar, are you guys familiar with Kevin Hinkle?
Yes.
Yeah.
So Kevin Hinkle, for those of you who are not in the chat, he did a good podcast with BrickSmith talking about his whole journey with the Lego group. And he mentions a bunch of times where Lego brand retail does not want Lego fans. And in fact, worked like Lego brand retail in its own was not really cultivating catering to the adult Lego fan. In fact, like frowned upon it at times. It's really sad to hear. But when you hear it, it's like some of the things that I saw, I'm like, it makes sense. Like, it does make sense. So, not it makes sense like it's right. I mean, it makes sense to why that happened to me.
Yeah.
Is it because is it American thing though? Because
it's an American thing. I don't think it's a European thing. It's just, the people who are currently running the Lego store had like bad experiences with previous AFOLs, I'm presuming, and just, see us as just cash. You don't really see us as anything else.
America on the whole, I would say, is very like corporate based, and retail, I think it is a lot more ruthless, maybe. Than
Definitely.
But yeah, no, I've gone into the Lego stores here, and I had a 40-minute conversation with this guy just about Lego Star Wars and stuff, and it was amazing. And you could tell like he was genuinely, he had like bought most of the sets, and yeah, it was just great to have that kind of conversation with someone when you're going in there.
It's amazing because when I was in the Lego store yesterday, I mean, my missus had to pull me out by my ear. But just chatting, it's just like, and it wasn't only that. I mean, I must have like really annoyed the manager because I was talking to like almost half their staff. It's just like, it's just really bizarre. But mind you, then even like my missus is over there. She's now talking to him over in the Duplo section. Talking to him over there. So,
was she buying you a Christmas present from the Duplo section?
No, even far too complicated for me.
So one thing that sucks about that is that now I feel uncomfortable going to any Lego store in Southern California. Because they all know who I am. So it's like, it's very, I can't set foot in a Lego store. And what's one thing that I will say that my staff really stood up for me when I left, because they had this survey and they pretty much just went to ham on leadership way above me. So they brought in some higher up people and brought him in to see what's going on, and they pretty much just stood up for me. And they're like, "Why'd you term him? He was the best store manager this store's ever seen in a decade." So like, and then at that point it was already too late, and they kind of realized that they screwed up. So at least I got that satisfaction when all these when my lower level managers, assistant managers, and associates reached out to me that they did that. So that really touched me. So I was like, I'll leave it there. I'm content with that.
Yeah.
At least you got a little bit of closure in that show.
Yeah, that was my thank you. I appreciate that, guys. So
yeah,
that's why I'm a little bitter. Sorry, guys.
No, I don't blame you.
I don't ever stand up for Lego, even though I do. But like, I'm very easy to criticize them because I know like what they do behind closed doors, and are not the company that everyone thinks that they are. And that's what Kevin Hinkle wanted to point out. Is like they're a great company, and like I admit it too, they are a great company, company to work for if you're able to do it. But like any corporate company out there in the world, they are a company, and their motive is to get money.
Yeah, there's a reason there's $1 billion.
Company. And people sometimes forget that they're this impervious like goody company that people that can't do no wrong. And I'm like, well, they have like 5 years ago they had a huge layoff because of one thing. Has anyone here heard of demand shaping?
Yeah. No.
Demand shaping. So Lego came up with this economical thing. It's called demand shaping. So after the Lego movie came out, Lego had a hard time keeping any of their box stores like filled with product. That includes Target, like what we're seeing right now, technically. But like back then, when they couldn't keep up with it, back when they only had a couple of factories. So they came up with this thing that they can't keep their stores shelved, and Target and Walmart are getting upset. So they came up with this thing like, well, let's control how much we sell. So that year, the following year, they stopped all marketing with Lego. So they didn't push any incentives, any promos, nothing. So that way they can stop selling Lego so fast. And it worked so well. You can even look this up. So look up demand shaping, look up Forbes, it'll pop up. Lego was praised for it, but it did so well that it tanked Lego's sales for 2% in losses that they freaked out and ended up, instead of reshaping the way they're going to market their stuff, they ended up terminating 2,500 employees from the Lego group.
Wow.
Yeah, I heard about that. Was Kevin Hinkle in that as well?
Yeah, Kevin Hinkle was among one of those people that they terminated.
Wow.
For 2%.
For 2% loss because of demand shaping, a term that they created to stop marketing product. And that's why Bionicle didn't succeed, is because there was no marketing for it. Like they brought it back and then it kind of went. It was because they didn't market the product, and then it didn't work, so then let's not do it.
I think I spelled it wrong. I got manscaping and I got weird photos.
Demand shaping.
But it's nearly Christmas, Si.
What?
Yes, it's nearly Christmas.
I'll be right back, guys. Hold on.
There's some really bloody interesting adverts out there on YouTube land about that at the moment, and they're manscaping.
I'm on the board. Never mind. I'm not going to talk about it. you know when you go to say something, then you realize where you are. I was just like, never mind.
Tek, you have got an incredibly short hairstyle. So
I do, yeah. I'm actually going to start growing it again. I'd like shave my head completely at the beginning of lockdown. And I kept it I kept it buzzed until like a couple of weeks ago, and now I'm going to I think I'm going to start growing it out again.
Yeah. Did you shave it just so you didn't have to go to the barbers and deal with all the kind of at home cutting your hair kind of thing? Or?
Well, I had hair like down to my shoulders,
right?
That is proper long. So I didn't go. I used to get the sides. I used to shave the sides of my head myself. But one day I was just like, and just got rid of a lot.
Is this giving you ideas now, Side, to start growing your hair back out again?
Are you crazy? I wouldn't change it. I wouldn't change it. I couldn't deal with the whole. I like Tek. I used to have long hair when I was younger as well and stuff, but it becomes. I started to go bald here and here, and I just shaved it off and never looked back. I couldn't be happier.
Yeah. I would say this to the panel. I said, don't take abuse off Solo. His missus cut his hair in the week.
Yeah. Enough said about that.
Sorry. Before I forget, I apologize for bringing this conversation to a dark place.
It's all right. No, I tell you what, Shy. It's good to hear a little bit of real life, because at the end of the day, folks, we're all real people. You know, it's not all happy. We're like mega YouTubers and stuff like that. We're human beings, for the love of God. But
I think it's also nice to actually hear the insights of like how different parts of Lego actually works in different worlds as well, in different parts of the country. So it's very interesting.
No, it is insightful, and I think what goes around comes around, and I've got to be honest, Shy. I think he was very objective the way you were, telling the story, and it's very true. But I'm loving that. But we are nearly hitting that 3-hour mark. So how is everyone in the panel doing? Are we okay?
Yeah.
I'm thinking another 15 minutes, maybe. Is that cool for you guys?
Yeah, that works. Yeah. I have to put the kids to sleep eventually.
No, that's all right. but yeah, what about? Let's think about what's coming up. Streaming in the near future. Is anyone doing any special streams or anything like that? Because I'm going to be streaming London Calling on Christmas Day. I'm just throwing it out there so people know. It's only going to be a short one, folks, because it's going to be about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, I think.
Now, Greg, when you say Christmas Day, is that the 24th or the 25th?
No, 24th is Christmas Eve. Well, he's in this country anyway.
Yeah, but that's the thing.
Well, in what way?
The 25th.
Yeah, the 25th in the UK is Christmas Day.
Okay.
What is it in Denmark? Is it? Do you celebrate Christmas Eve more than Christmas Day?
Yes, because in Denmark we celebrate Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
That's on the 24th. That's when we meet and exchange presents and all that. And then the 25th is just for relaxing at home. And
Yeah.
the 26th,
I think a lot of Europe do that.
COVID, you would visit family and so on.
Yeah, which is.
Yeah, even saying that he celebrates it on the 24th as well.
Yeah, I think most of Europe celebrates the 24th.
They do. They do. Which probably explains why the fact we're not going to be in Europe for very much longer. So I don't think we're getting a deal. By the looks of it, folks, it seriously looks like we're not going to even get a deal coming out of that. So grab your Lego while you can.
That is quite exciting.
Yeah, it'll be a thing. I tell you what, though, I'm interested to know, Solo, when you went to the Lego store the other day, for the first time ever when I went, I got to be honest, I was seeing the shelves were looking a little bit barer than normal. It wasn't bad, but I did notice it was a little bit barer than normal. What did you think, Solo?
I think the one I went to was pretty well stocked. Their Christmas selection was a little bit to be desired. I must admit that. They probably only had 2 elf houses left on the shelf. But other than that, they had no reeks at all. And Sarah sent me out on a mission to try and find some. And I've been to 2 Lego stores, and sorry, Sarah, no joy. To be fair, I think the one I went to in Westfields was pretty well stocked up. To be fair, they had pretty much everything now I could think that they've got out. They had all like the recent releases sets anyway, the ones that's come out in recent days anyway. So
yeah, did you? I thought I was quite surprised how big the Ecto 1 box is.
Yeah, it's a decent size one. To be fair, I was actually more surprised how big the Batwing set was. The Batwing box. It's huge.
It's massive.
It's bigger than the Ecto 1 box. I was like, what the hell? This is massive. So yeah, I mean, obviously the one I can't speak for obviously Leicester Square one, but the one in Southampton, the one in Westfields, they have both of them on the shelf, and like, wow, that Batwing is huge.
Yeah, I was quite surprised how big that was.
They had it next to Mos Eisley as well, and it's like diameter-wise, it's bigger than that. I was like, what? Hi, Steve. Yeah, it's massive. So, but not very thick. Obviously, it's very thin. But
yeah, but I want to throw it though. That's the only thing. I'm compelled to throw the Batwing. I want to see how well it glides or doesn't.
That'd make a great short, Greg.
That'll make a very good short.
That would,
one thing I'm very tempted for, because Zavi at the moment they've actually got the bat symbol light. It's an actual light with the Batman standing on top of it. They've actually got that for sale on their website. I'm like, I think I might have to get that with a Batwing. It's so tempting.
You want to get what with the Batwing?
The bat symbol, the light, the actual light. Zavi's actually selling one on their website.
Oh, are they? Yeah, that would look good.
It would look really, really cool. So I'm really tempted. So I think that might be the time that I might actually buy it, when I go to Leicester Square.
So Brick says this is about 2 rays in an advent calendar. Oh, that's lucky.
That's unlucky.
That's really lucky. That's like double ray. Fantastic. I've been looking online at the. I was going to ask Sarah this, but I got to be honest, the Greater Pet Shop. That's actually not badly priced, as it happens.
No,
it's quite cool. So, Sarah, I hear through the grapevine, Facebook, that you're looking to start a city. Have you thought of a name for it, or what are you going to start with? That sort of thing?
I had a couple of really good suggestions. So there was, I think it was Juan Gabriel Sereno who was saying I could call it Saraland. I mean, I don't remember what else he said. I could call it Sarah City. I have no idea.
That's a good one. I like
Yeah,
Sarah City.
I really don't know. Saraland, Sarah City, I have no idea.
Is Mr. StarBricks not going to be helping?
He's here and he is going to be helping, but you know, there's no.
Is he going to get his own corner of it that he can have his name to?
He just waved at the camera because he's behind it.
Give me
I'm like,
downtown.
what's going on?
He's going to have the wrong side of the tracks.
Yeah, you can help if you want to.
If you'll let me, yeah, I'll help out. I look forward to that.
Matt, have you ever thought about doing a city? Like, because I'm getting help at the moment. Believe it or not, folks, through we got Matt and I got a very good friend called Kaz, who work there, but she's a London AFOL as well. And I tell you what, Matt, I've been literally all night. I was tapping away, asking her questions about meals plates and stuff like that. And she's like a genius. She is with stuff. And I was wondering, have you ever thought about doing a city or meals plates and all that kind of jazz?
Yeah, I have, but the directive from the wife is we have to rebuild our house first. So once that gets done, then we can focus on a city. So once we redo that too, then we'll plan to have a decent sort of space and all that sort of stuff. So it's in the back of the mind, but yeah, new house first.
Yeah. Oh well. So that's the thing. It's you gotta be pretty. I think in life, to do a Lego city, folks, you've got to have one. You've got to have a lot of time on your hands. Two, you've got to have a ridiculous, excessive amount of spare cash. And secondly, you've got pretty much not too much else going on in your life in some respects. But I'm going to build mine kind of not quick anyway, because I don't want to get over and done with. But I'm going to be doing the Mills plate technique. But I don't know if I'm a big fan of the Mills plates roads, which is why I'm interested to see what will become of those new road systems that come out, which I'll probably buy on New Year's Day as well. I'll probably have to buy one of them just to see what it's like.
Yeah.
See, I was looking at them in the Lego shop and yeah, I'm not keen, to be fair. Even looking at them.
They're rough. They're horrible. They don't look good.
Really? They're better I think they're better than the base plates.
Are you crazy?
Oh
yes, I am.
Nick smoked some funky stuff, and yeah, he is young. We got to let him on.
But I think, as Brickinet pointed out, to do the equivalent in the new system of the old system, it's going to cost you about 4 times the price.
Yeah.
But what the question for me though is, Matt, is Mills cheaper than the new road system? Is the new road system actually cheaper than Mills?
No, well, you're using more brick, so obviously it's going to be more expensive.
Yeah.
Call it a day.
Yeah. I don't know.
I've been speaking to a couple of people because obviously I want to try and do damaged roads for my one, and there's plenty of nice little techniques that you could just come up with, just simple plate systems as well, which is smooth plates with studs as well and all that kind of stuff. There's some really nice little techniques that other people come up with, which if you've got plenty of plates and bricks lying around, you probably might be able to actually build a road yourself without going down that route, I should say. That was a terrible pun. That was bad.
That was a bad pun.
It was completely unintentional as well. I didn't really mean to come out like that.
But Matt, Shai, you've got a city. Do you do the Mills technique for your city, or do you just do the flat base plates?
You're on mute.
You're on mute. Shai, you're on mute.
My bad. Sorry. So my retaining walls on the end of my shelves are being held by the studs on the other side of the base plate. So if I were to switch over to the Mills, like these things right here, if I were to switch over to the Mills, I can't hold those up. So that'll be a problem.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm gonna do Mills. I mean, really, if you really want to do Mills, the only people I really see doing Mills are people who are doing like funky type of like shapes for their like roads. Like they don't want to go off the base plate of a road. So they're building like custom modulars instead of doing the base plate or half base plate modular, or those who are like taking their cities and displaying them somewhere because it's more easier to transport that way. Yeah. But if you don't plan on doing that, I mean, save your money because you're going to be using a lot of other brick in other places. That's just my opinion, though.
Well, Bricky TY says London Bridge bricks. He goes, Mills are good if you can find the parts cheap. I was thinking of using the plates from the art sets to build the modulars on. That's a good idea. Yeah, very rigid. What I will say is, I think the pad wall, Matt, I think you hopefully you'll agree with this. I think the pad wall is the cheapest way of buying the bricks required for the mills plate system. What's your thoughts on that, Matt?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. If you can get the stuff off the pad wall, it usually works out to about a third, a quarter the price of trying to brick link it or things like that. The problem though is getting the bricks in the right colors or shapes. So it's one of those things. It's almost like whenever you go in there, you just got to grab a cup full of this, that, and the other, and then in the future, just sort of hope that you're doing something which you can utilize it in.
Yeah. So I've bought a few things recently, folks, to kind of get me into the mills technique, but I'm not spending enough. I'm not buying so much that if I wanted to go, no, I don't like this idea after all, I won't drop it. So I haven't bought many base plates for roads anyway. I've probably got about 10 or something like that. Not too many, but I've got enough to sort of not be too worried about. So I can kind of choose between the two. So maybe I'll do that one day. I'll do a choice of mills versus just normal base plates. I'm not sure. I suppose you're completely right. I mean, Sarah, is there anything you thought about mills plates or normal base plates?
We're just mostly going to start with normal base plates, and I don't completely fully understand the mills, like what classifies something as mills or not. I would like to make my plain areas more textured and with different levels, but we'll see how far we get with that. Yeah. I just don't like things to look too flat. I don't like it when things look just all flat with not really a lot of other stuff going on.
If you look at Brickvault City and Jang City, they use like base plates and mills, and they make everything look really nice. Even their train tracks, they're not just flat; they are, what's called ballast.
Ballast.
Yeah, so I like that as well, Sarah. I like the way you're going, and for me, I would stick with these bad boys all day long.
The old road plates?
Yeah, big time.
Okay, good, because we just ordered like 15 of them. I think it was last time.
They should come in tomorrow.
Yeah, we just ordered a bunch of them, and I was like not feeling super confident about it because I was like, but what if the new road plates actually are really good? And I just don't want to not buy the road plates and then want to use them.
Sarah, you're like me, Sarah. You're going to put your city in one place, and that's where it's going to be. So something like this, you put it down. It's 32 by 32. A modular is, or you could put another city set or something from Marvel onto a 32 by 32 or 16 by 16 and put it there. Do you know what I mean? And you don't have to worry about like the difference between mills, the new road base plates, and something that's on a flat base plate like a modular.
If we get them, we'll put them in like alleyways or like the residential area away from the other
exactly.
roadways.
Like just with houses in a residential area is perfect for those new road plates.
Yeah.
And another thing to consider, Sarah, because I also go for for these plates because I want to put in bicycle lanes.
Oh yeah, exactly.
So I make 2 rows of tiles for the bicycle lane on the side, but that also means that when my buildings come up, I have an ordinary base plate and then a layer of plates. So I actually got an extra curve when I put them together.
Yeah.
So I got the road, the bicycle lane, and then the sidewalk.
That's smart.
Yeah.
And also the base plates. It's pretty easy to cut them.
Wow. Oh wow.
So you can do 16 studs road plates.
Yeah, that's cool.
Cut them in pieces.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's a big deal because I'm in Sarah's situation. I'm embarking on a city, but the standards are changing. So you're not quite sure which way to go yet. So I'm kind of being quite non-committal. I've got a few roads. I've got a few things to do mills plates, and I'll kind of see how it goes. Because in the future, I'd like to do a bit of a solo and light the city. I think that will make it come alive. So for me, the mills plates would work. I'm not going for a ginormous city because I think if you incorporate a train set into your city, that kind of makes it smaller because trains take up quite a lot of space. So
Yeah, but also, if you're going to light up your city, there are ways around it. I mean, of course, you can cover up the wires because the wires are so thin that you can just place the brick on top of them, and you can just run it underneath your normal bricks. You don't have to. I mean, don't get me wrong. Obviously, it would be easier with Mills plates, run it straight down and out underneath it. But obviously, this way you wouldn't have to kind of get space in between the gaps and try and feed the wire through that way. You could just run it straight down out the bottom and then out the other side. So there's will is always a way. I mean, with the castle. I mean, yeah, that's very simple. That was a very easy thing to get round of. Just kind of clamp all the wires together, keeps it all nice and tidy.
Yeah, Bricky TY, I have a question for you, my friend. If you're building your own roads and stuff like that, how will you do curves? That's what interests me. We'll know how to do curves. Because
you get these curved pieces on here, so you can get them in different colours. So you get these curved pieces here. This is what people told me. Just get a couple of these grey ones here, and then that's how.
On what plate though? On what plate?
I'm doing my one on the base plate.
How do you get the curve to be a wide curve?
You can get if you're setting it off a plate, off a base plate, and you've got room to play with. Like Ty said, he's going to use the art set, so he's already got a bricks thick. You can buy the curved, the plate thick hinge pieces and connect them, and then you can do a longer kind of gradual turn.
That's a good idea.
And tile it off like that. Which is I think that if I was to do a city, that's what I would do. I think the base plates are quite restricting. You've either got to go straight or you've got to take a sharp right angle. I think that's quite restrictive, but personal preference, I guess, isn't it?
So I think also doing your own, making your own road system, because you can also create potholes and all that kind of stuff, which is probably make it a bit more realistic, especially in the UK anyway.
I love your idea, Solo. I never thought of having potholes and mini figures filling in the potholes and everything is brilliant.
Yeah, because that's what I was trying to aim for. Because obviously my city's going to be obviously integrating hidden sides and Star Wars, so I was kind of like, how can I get round? Because obviously I don't want it to be a nice smooth surface like how Lego does it. So I've been speaking to a couple of people and they just said, just do it this, that, and that way. I was like, cool. That's that might be my way.
It's nice to customize, but I'm just lazy.
I know which way to go, so I'm going to see. So Solo, are you going to go road plates, or are you just going to go base plates and make up your own roads?
I'm making my own roads. Yeah, I'm going base plates and making my own road. That's how.
So you're going halfway. You're going to kind of a hybrid between the two.
Yeah, pretty much. Actually,
because I was watching Robin Hood Bricks, and when he does his ballasting, he's got his own particular style that he does. So he doesn't go all out ballast, but he does his own style, which is kind of like half the expense, which is probably where I'll go. And it looks more realistic the way he does it as well. So I think his style's pretty cool. Oh, here we go. Blimey, they're vintage ones.
Oh, bloody hell.
Yeah, blimey.
It was just Brickslath who wrote that he's got his old ones. I just have to say, got some of those too.
The old T-junction,
wow.
Awesome, man. Look at that. Proper Lego, folks.
Yeah.
What about you?
With the yellow lines on from the old space.
Oh yeah, I think Kaz has done one as well. Guava, what about you? Have you ever thought about doing a city?
Yeah, it's just a space thing, I think. I love all the modular buildings. I've never built one, but one day when I've got a bigger place, definitely.
Yeah,
there's something about it. You can have complete creative control over it, which I really love the idea of. But I'm just so used to just buying sets and building them, and I've never really got into like mocks and stuff. But yeah, definitely where I have more space, that'd be something I'd look.
Yeah, mocks is a really good thing to get into, mate. I think we'd be really good at that. Hey, you seem to know a lot about roads and modulars and trains, even. What about you? Are you kind of considering a city or something like that? Tech City.
I don't know. I don't think a city is something that I want to commit to. I think I'd rather go into like Star Wars mocks and dioramas. I think that's where I would head to as opposed to a city. I suppose like mashing the two up. I've always kind of liked the idea of doing like a Coruscant city in that which
the underworld would be sick.
Yeah, like having it different levels and things like that. I think that could be really fun. But yeah, I don't think a city's for me. If I was to do it, I think I would completely I wouldn't buy modulars. I think I'd make like all my own buildings. I think, like Guava King said, having complete creative control of having things look exactly how you want to make it look. Like Ty said, I would build the roads myself. I think it's a lot, and it would obviously cost a lot more, and it would be a lot slower to kind of build up. But I think I'd get a lot more satisfaction out of that with the end goal.
Yeah, because you see, that's the problem I'm facing. Obviously, Star Wars doesn't have a lot of buildings like official Lego sets. They don't have a. So I've been trying to look at like, trying to get ideas of how to build a hangar and all that kind of stuff. They're very, very easy to make, just really expensive.
Yeah.
Some of the bricks that people use is like, Jesus, man. It's like, wow, that's almost as much as like 50 other bricks, So
that's the thing as well with Star Wars is like, I think from like early 2010s, there was like a big surge in like Lego. Well, when the Clone Wars movie came out, there was a big surge in Lego Star Wars, and a lot of people were doing Lego Star Wars mocks. So they were buying the grays and the blacks and like all those parts. And I think they did get like some inflation on that. Like there was a high demand for it, so the pieces cost more. And like buying black tiles now is quite expensive. And different things because they know people want it and they need them in huge quantities. That's the blind demand thing.
I think Shy Time needs to go.
Oh,
yeah, it's time for my kids to go to sleep.
We're going to start winding down now, Shy, because believe it or not, we need to go to sleep over here as well because it's nearly 11 o'clock. Because you've got to fly and put your kids to sleep. Do you want to tell us a little bit about what's coming up from you in the next week or so?
Sure. If you guys are into like Lego military builds, I have like 3 things coming out within the next week. I have that thing coming out plus 2 other videos. I have a video just about to air like in 6 minutes about this little display case of the 505, how I display my 501st. Another vlog. I have like 6 videos coming out in this week, so you'll see it from there.
Busy boy.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I appreciate that, Shy. So,
thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah, it's been great having you here, Shy. It's been an honor. It's been awesome. It really has. So Shy, yeah, we'll see you again soon sometime, I hope. We want to get
sure. If I'm ever off on a Friday, I'll hit you up.
Good man.
Bye.
Thank you guys all. I'll see you when I see you. Guys, have a good one.
See you later. See you later.
Yeah, take care, Shy. And there was Shy, everybody. The awesome Shy Time is my time. Now, this is nice. I've got the lovely Sarah next to me up here. This is very nice. Wearing her bold colours the same as me. We're almost into match. So let's wind this down now, folks. And honestly, folks, it's been a brilliant stream. Albeit, I do apologise for having to run up and down the stairs and trying to sort out my internet. But even then, I'm still getting strange access lights happening. So I'm hanging in there, folks, while I can. So anyway, let's move across and see Sarah. And Sarah, what's going to be coming up from the wonderful SaraStarBricks channel in the next week or so?
Yeah, well, I'm definitely keeping up with my Monday and Thursday regular streaming. So that is my usual spot to stream, is always on Mondays and always on Thursdays at 1:30 Eastern Standard Time in the US and 6:30 UK time. And other than that, the most exciting thing that I have coming is going to be on Christmas Eve, is actually a Thursday as well. So I will be opening up some of my Christmas presents live, the Lego related ones. So if anybody wants to join us live for Christmas Eve, then you guys are more than welcome to, whoever's out there. And yeah, other than that, I will just briefly mention that Cafe Corner's already started streaming now. So once this stream ends, those of you who are in the chat, if you're still interested in watching a great stream, then you can head on over to Cafe Corner's Frozen Cafe Cornerland. She's doing 12 Days of Christmas, and that is already started now. So
good stuff. Nicely said, Sarah. I appreciate you, Sarah. I didn't know she was on, but she's Cafe Corner is an awesome streamer, folks, and she's got an excellent YouTube channel as well. So thank you for that, Sarah. Woodshop teacher, what's coming up from you, my good friend?
Oh, as I said last time, not really that much. Mainly because we entered 80% of the land of the country is in lockdown, and I'm back to online teaching, and that drains a lot of energy. And right now I'm drawing a lot, trying to reconfigure my coffee table to make room for the falcon. And I am in the process of filming. I'm planning to, in probably mid-January, I'll be doing a series on tutorials on wargame terrain building. So wargaming has taken a little bit over from Lego at this point.
Okay, interesting. We'll watch that as that develops. Thank you, teacher. Tek, a little bird tells me that you released a video about 25, 30 minutes ago.
Yeah, I scheduled it right. So I had a bit of a balls up yesterday. So I was uploading a video and then I scheduled it for I think it was quite late when I uploaded it. So I scheduled it for 11:30 maybe. It was a Throwback Thursday video. And then I got Cece kindly invited me on her stream. So I jumped over there and hung out there, and that was really fun. And then I didn't press save. And so I got off the stream at maybe 1-2 o'clock, something in the morning, and then I realized it turned to Friday before, so I wasn't going to get rinsed for uploading a Throwback Thursday on a Friday. I wasn't in the mood for that, so that's just be pushed back to next week. But yes, I just continuing my Disney December, trying to upload daily. I'm not doing too bad. I've got a couple of videos. Like I said, they're kind of day specific, so I just roll them over, do some double uploads and things like that. But yeah, I did a CMF opening today. I will be doing a mock showcase of this tomorrow, hopefully, and then maybe the speed build of the Disney train on Sunday, if I can squeeze that in. So yeah, that's what's coming up from me.
You are a very busy person, Tek. By the looks of it.
I'm trying.
It's good, man. That's good. You're doing a good job, man. It's hard to do a video every day. That's hard work, that is. Let alone streaming with people and other things like that. That's pretty cool. And he was on CC's stream, which is very cool. I'm liking that.
Yeah, it was really good fun. She got a great setup over there. It's cool.
Yeah, no, she's very cool. Don't forget to check her out after this one, folks. Guava King. I hope this wasn't too painful for you to on your debut. What's coming up from you, my good
friend? So the next week or so, well, this weekend is actually my first weekend off in about 2 months. So I've got loads of plans to do, loads of filming. I've got the Shed tour coming out next week, which everyone's been looking forward to, I know. And then I've also got all of my Advent Calendar shorts coming out daily, and then I'll probably do a CMF opening. I've got a drawer full of CMFs down here. I've got Mario, Harry Potter, Lego cards, so much stuff to do. But then I've also got to figure out the day that I want to do my Ghost live stream. So
yes,
that was ghosted in. It was voted in. So yeah, got to figure out what day will be best. But yeah, that'll be coming very soon, probably in the next week.
Awesome,
wicked. That's really good. Well, look forward to that, folks. Matt, Mr. Elder, aka Family Bricks. You're in mute at the moment. What's coming up from you in the next week or so?
I've got my usual draw stream tomorrow night. I'm going to be doing the 12 hours of Christmas, but I'm going to do a part 1, part 2. So 6 hours tomorrow night, and then 6 hours the week after. It's just going to be a general Christmas theme, or whatever people feel like. I was thinking about doing some sort of 12 days specifically or something like that, but it just became far too complicated. So that will be at 7 p.m. UK time, 2 p.m. in the afternoon USA time. Otherwise, I've generally got the daily shorts for the Advent calendar, Elf on the Shelf, and hopefully just trying to get out a general commentary on the new Merlin Pass for like Legoland and everything like that, because they've made some pretty nasty changes to that. So yeah, be on the lookout for that.
Okay, good stuff. Well, watch out for those folks. What about you, the wonderful Si O'Connor? What's coming up from you in the next week or so, Si?
Hello. I will be doing the daily calendar as well, but not as a shorts. But I did a tech on yesterday's. I forgot to upload it, so I'll have to do a double whammy today. And I was really inspired by The Mandalorian yesterday, so I've got some ideas for different videos. I can't say too much because then everyone will be like, ooh. But yeah, no, we were talking about it earlier on, and it's something I did the script for tonight. And yeah, so just some thinking going on. But yes, some Mandalorian-esque videos for the next 2 days anyway.
Very cool. Well, I look forward to that. And what about you, Solo Brick Builder? What's coming up from your channel in the next week or so?
Well, my latest video has just launched, my Lego haul video, where I had a little bit of help from a little helper who was not very much help whatsoever. If anything, she actually made the video draw out for about 4 hours when it only needed to be about 20 minutes. So that's just gone live now. But other than that, I haven't really got too much going on at the moment because with all the switch over between my old job and with new job, it's kind of taken over a bit because I've got to do all my destock and all that kind of stuff. So a few things going on, but I am preparing quite a lot for the new year. But I am still going to be doing Are You Mocking Me? So I'm looking for some victims who wants to take part in the next episode. So anyone wants to have a go, feel free to hit me up. You only need a little set, a little microfighter set. So yeah, let me know and I will get you on for the next episode. So but other than that, at the moment, not a lot, I'm afraid. My Wednesday stream is still happening. No, I've still got that going on.
Well, I got to be honest. There's days of the week where I look forward to seeing people doing their stuff. I look forward to Sarah doing her stuff on Mondays and Thursdays, Matt on a Saturday night, and yours on a Wednesday. Obviously, I kind of look forward to mine on a Friday, if I'm honest. I kind of like it. And, everyone's got their kind of diet. I think more people are going to be doing live streams over the Christmas period because we've got nothing better to do, folks, to be honest. And to be honest, a few shorts and a few live streams is certainly what I'm going to be coming up with in the next couple of weeks anyway, because let's face it, we're going to start the new year building a modular. So I'm going to be in the groove of what Sarah and Mr. StarBricks is doing as well. So that's going to be good fun. But also as well, I'm starting a new stream tomorrow where I kind of just stream on my own. God forbid it works tomorrow for me, that's for sure. But I'll have the odd guest on. If anyone wants to pop in while I'm streaming, just drop me a message and come on. But that's called London Eye. So it's just me, myself, and I, and everyone out there in peace. So that'll be 4 o'clock tomorrow, folks. And again, like everything in the world, if you want to know about it, please do check the description below, where you'll find all the details of everyone that's been in the stream tonight. So thank you as well to Emmasauras and of course Richard from BrickScene TV as well. And it's been a really cool night. I'd like to thank the panel, Sarah, woodshop teacher, Tek, Guava King. It's his first time he's here tonight, folks. He's been here for ages. Matt, obviously, from Family Bricks, Si O'Connor, Solo Brick Builder. But of course, as always, folks, it's not about the panel, it's not about me, it's all about you lovely people out there. So I just want to say thank you as well to Lego Joe, who was in earlier on, Bricksworth. It's always the mouthful to say, that really is. So Bricks, a Tease for Live, Lorraine, obviously, Victoria Fisher, she was here as well. Steve Reynolds, who's just kind of popped in, Moto, of course, Will Harper, and Simon Moss, to name but a few. So as always, folks, keep your hands clean, keep healthy. It's nearly Christmas. We nearly made it, folks. And above all, Lego is a wonderful thing. And each and every one of you lot out there are as well. Have a wonderful weekend, folks. And hopefully, if all goes well, I'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye for now.
Bye.
Cheers.